everybody. Thank you for your patience and thank you for being here. This is our finale of the Saltmarsh Salvage Operation campaign that we've been working on, or adventure, whatever you want to call it. I think we have just like a couple not minor, but one announcement is that, so this is the last this is the sort of tail end of some of the Pride games, and I think it's already been announced, but I'm going to say it again. Thank you to everybody who donated bits, other donations, time, energy, resources to make all of those Pride games happen, and we were able to raise $500 to donate to Trans Lifeline, which is so amazing. So thank you to everybody who played a role in that, including Matthew, who was on the Pride organization team, and who also ran one of the Pride brunches. So thank you, and a game. So thank you for that. Also, thank you for stepping up and running tech today. I super appreciate it. Okay, that's it. Let's have everybody introduce themselves. Why don't we start? We'll go in a loop-de-doo. We'll start with Anders. Anders, you're muted. Oh, please.
I pushed the button like 4 times and it didn't do it. I'm sorry. Hi. That's a great way to start things out. Hi, I'm Anders. You can find me on the internet at Anders_D_K. I use he, him pronouns. And tonight I will be playing Amara Rebellion, or Monty, who uses she, her pronouns, and she is a tiefling, hexblade, warlock, lesbian.
I love it. Yes. Thank you. Val.
Hello, I'm Val. One day I'll get those intros down. I'm playing today. Every time there's an intro, it's like Matthew's voice pops in my head and goes, "Hey, that's me." Today I am playing Tempest, who is the Water Genasi Storm Sorcerer lesbian of this crew.
Unfortunately, Morgan is unable to join us today, which means that Julia will also not be here today. However, Julia's great. They're also a lesbian, they're a druid, and last time they were a crocodile. So I think that's wonderful, and I just want that to be noted for everyone. Teen.
Hi, I'm Teen. You can't find me on the interwebs. It has not changed in 4 weeks. I am a Furbo cleric, Billion. And I think that's it.
And Matthew.
Hey, that's me. I am Matthew Foreman. I am at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. I use he, him pronouns. I am playing Fisher, the Furbog lore bard, who also uses he, him pronouns. And he is the only gay man in 1,000 miles, actually. So we're doing great.
We're doing so great, everybody. Okay, and finally, I am Emma. You can find me at MK Hansen on Twitter. I use she, her pronouns. Today, I will be playing the Dungeon Master. And I think that's it. So, without further ado, I guess we will get into a recap. So last episode, they finally discovered the Emperor of the Waves. It is in terrible shape. It has clearly been battered by something massive. They found blood on the upper decks, and as they were sort of exploring the main deck, they discovered a shrine to Lolth, and have discovered that this place is sort of infested thus far with all sorts of creatures. They've run into swarms of insects. They've run into giant spiders, ettercaps, and maw demons. So as they made their way down into the lower deck, they have just entered the sort of the forecastle is the front. That's the top front. I'm not sure. I'm not good with spatial things, but they're in the lower decks at the front of the ship, and they just fought off some maw demons, which is where we will pick up, unless there's anything else that anybody wants to add to that super fast recap. And if not, then why don't we go ahead and pick up where we left off? You are all there. You see the remains of these maw demons on the floor around you. You see that there are spider webs here and there. And you see that there's only one exit out of this room. And you see that there's some sort of there's bones in here, some old, some not so old. It looks like it's sort of riddled with filth.
Wow. I say that was a doozy of a battle.
It was certainly interesting.
I would like to announce to the group that, I'm doing just fine over here. You all look like you're doing all right. I wonder what it is that Loth and her demonic followers want with this space, and how'd they get up here? What'd they do? Climb up from the seabed? Is there underdark under the ocean? That's what I'm wondering in my life right now.
I mean, I don't think spiders can swim, so were they born on the boat?
Oh, that's a thought.
What came first, the boat or the spiders?
Asking the real questions.
Maybe the Empire brought the spiders with them and didn't realize it, and that's what caused them to meet their end.
Right. Maybe they were sabotaged from within by like a devout priestess, excuse me. There's no such thing as a priest of Loth.
Quick question. The ship, was it, I can't remember, was it on rocks when it was smashed? So was it, when we found the Emperor, was it just floating, or was it...
You're in the middle of the ocean. There is no land to be seen right now.
Okay. That's really concerning.
It's just water and lesbians as far as the eye can see.
I like to think Fisher said that out loud. Just Villian, Monty, and Tempest way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So, that's my contribution.
Okay.
Onward, I guess.
Before you all leave, you notice that Julia is sort of standing there. Which of you took the staff that Captain Bones gave you? Was it Julia?
Yeah.
Okay. Julia's gonna pull the staff out and say, I'm like not really feeling that well. I'm worried about the captain. I think I have to get back to her, so I'm gonna use this staff, and I'm just gonna go ahead and hitch a ride back, and if you really need something, good luck. She climbs up the ladder and exits.
Julia, we literally ship it. Good luck.
She's literally leaving us to go get laid. This is unbelievable.
I am incredibly proud of her.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
If the rest of us die on this ship, at least one of us will get a happy ending.
Hey.
Y'all making a lot of assumptions about Captain Bones there.
Yeah, that's true. But that's who we are as people. Both as characters and as people.
Yes. All right, so what do y'all do?
I guess I'll investigate the area for loot.
Oh, sure, absolutely. Go for it.
Oh, hey, I don't have no dice. Let me go grab them.
It's Matt.
Classic Matthew.
Matthew when he has no dice.
Okay, I got him. Ooh, don't roll them on the table, Matt. Hello? 12.
Okay. So as you sort of search around this room, you're kind of digging through things. You find some bones and skulls sort of hidden within some of the webbing. You also find a pair of gold earrings that are worth about 200 gold pieces. And you also find this beautiful necklace set that has a amethyst sort of embedded within all of the sort of vines that are on it. and that's worth about 250 gold pieces.
This is not a huge boat, right?
It's a standard boat. It's a ship. I mean, if you the image that I sent in Discord earlier, and if you look in the corner, you see the rowboat. That's the size of the ship. So it's a sizable ship. It's not tiny.
If we ran into zero conflict and had no distractions, would it take us very long to get to the bottom of the ship to like see it all? If we just like walked it?
If you just walked it, no.
Okay.
It wouldn't take long.
Okay.
All right. Well, I guess, put those to the party pool, which will never matter because this is the last session. And we'll press on. Where can we go from here?
Dude, there is one exit to this place.
Perfect.
Can I check that door for traps?
Absolutely. Go ahead. Roll
Okay.
Investigazione.
Investigazione. That's not good, friends. That's a 6.
So you sort of like feel your way around. You kind of look at it. Doesn't appear to be trapped in any way, shape, or form.
Open the door.
Okay.
Gentlemen first.
So, all right. And then I'll walk first.
The door swings open and you see before you a hallway, and you see a door immediately to your right that's kind of ajar, and sort of as the boat is starting to rock a little bit more, you hear it sort of like shut, and then it swings back open. It swings open wide enough that you see that there's an empty room in there that appears to be perhaps that someone has fashioned into a room for themselves. And you see ahead of you, it is pitch black, and you see that this place is thick with webbing, to the point where, mechanically speaking, you can see no more than 5 feet ahead of you.
Can I go into the ajar door?
Sure.
My loot senses are tingling.
So you head into that room, and you see that it's an empty room right now. It's not huge. It's kind of small, and you see that there are some palm branches that have been piled up in the corner to sort of make what appears to be some sort of bed. And you see that there's a shield with a spear sort of behind it that have been set up on the wall. The shield bears the symbol of, it looks like a humanoid skull with spiders crawling out of the eye sockets. You see that there's a few more of skulls decorating the wall of this room, and you notice that there's no webbing in here at all. Compared to the rest of the ship, this is noticeably absent of webbing.
I know I shouldn't, but I really want that shield. I can't even use it properly. You just said it had a skull on it, and I was like, yes, aesthetic.
Sure.
Oh no, you know what? I don't think I have detect magic either. I'm just gonna go touch the shield.
Okay. It's a shield. You pick it, doesn't do anything.
I'm gonna yell out to the room. It's like, yo, there's a weird shield and skulls in here. Anyone want a skull?
I'm gonna pop my head in.
Ivy!
Did you say skull?
Oh yeah, we have lots of skulls.
I'm gonna walk around and just look around.
Are you like wanting to perceive for anything specific? Are you wanting to investigate, or are you just looking?
Yep, I want to investigate.
Okay, go ahead and roll investigation.
18.
So as you search through it, you find that there's not really any personal belongings in here. What you do find is that hidden within the palm branches are several humanoid, what you recognize as humanoid bones that have teeth marks on them, as if someone has been eaten from these bones.
Good. So I'll relay that to Tempest.
Oh, that's all shades of weird. Monty! We got cannibals again!
Cool. That's cool.
Also, this place has no webbing in it, so I'm thinking this might be a base of operations for the priestess or whatever wacko is going on in here.
Also very cool.
We are doing so well. We should ask for double pay.
I mean, no, that I agree with. That makes total sense.
Excellent. Also, can anyone use a shield?
Billion.
Oh, sorry, I muted myself. I can. Can
I'm
I
gonna-
take the shield?
Yeah, I'm gonna pass it to Billion because I'm a sorcerer and it is useless to me.
Take the shield. What you all recognize, the more you look at it, is that this is clearly, that's the emblem of Walls on the front of that shield.
Yep. So we got skulls, no spider webbing, and a shield of Loth in here, along with human bones with teeth marks.
Well, the teeth marks could have been created by any number of the dwelling monstrosities. As far as that weapon room, we could light it aflame, but that will most certainly cause another ruckus. But,
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, let's just light this on fire.
yeah.
I like it.
Can we do that?
I think
Yep, we can do that.
We
we
just
should
did
do
it.
that.
We just lit the boat on fire and just were like, bye!
Are we lighting something on fire? Is that what
The
I'm hearing?
webbing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for
No
sure.
webbing in this room.
Yeah, the other room. Sorry, we're going over there.
Down the hallway.
Yeah.
Adventure!
Hallway. Yeah, hallway.
Okay. So why don't someone tell me how this is happening? What are you using to do it? What does it look like?
I have Firebolt. Unless Billion wants to use any
I
spell.
have Firebolt too. Do you want me to do it? Because I've got the shield.
Could we twin up?
Yeah,
Yeah!
do it.
Wait,
Alright.
are you both casting fire on the webs?
Can cast it on one wall each.
You guys need to like stand in a really cool, iconic duo pose when you do this.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
wait, hold on. I have Guiding Bolt. Can I use that?
It's,
It wouldn't really turn anything on fire.
yeah,
Oh, never
it's
mind. I
really-
can't, Tempest. Sorry, I was thinking of another character.
Can I like when you hold your shield up, can I like stand behind like your shield like
Yeah, let's do that. I'll shield you, and you can cast.
okay, so Tempest is gonna like wedge herself behind the shield and then just yell YOLO and fire this.
So the fire erupts from your hand, and you're sort of, are you aiming it at a particular, you're just aiming it ahead of you, sort of at the map?
Yeah, I'm aiming it so it totally doesn't set everything on fire, but flames will like lick the webs.
Sure. So you send it through, and you see that it hits something about 15 feet ahead of you. And you see that it dissipates as a result of that. And you hear this eerie silence just for a moment before, out of the darkness, you see two giant wolf spiders heading in your
Armor of Agathis.
And I would like everybody to roll initiative, except for Billion and Tempest, who will be going first because they.
The two wild mages are going first.
Yeah, okay, that's settled. Okay.
Perfect. I'm ready.
Yep.
Oh,
So, am I ready? That's the question. Okay, yes, I'm ready. All right. So, do we have 20 and above? Other than Billion, that's good. Okay, 15 to 20.
17.
And then Fisher, what do you have?
11.
All right, Billion and Tempest, you are up first. What do? You can choose who goes first, but you're on at the same time.
After you, Billion.
Okay. Okay. I am going to I'm gonna cast. Now I'm actually gonna cast Guiding Bolt, I guess.
Okay, go ahead. For those of you who aren't in the roll 20, there is music.
Oh,
I'm in.
hold on. So I rolled a 14. Does that hit?
Yes, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Sorry, my dogs are barking.
Suddenly they're wild dogs.
So 8, 12 radiant damage,
Okay,
and then I get a roll on my table.
go for it.
With a 99. Oh no.
Yeah.
I have a sensation of ants crawling over me, which is very distracting.
Does that mean you're going to roll a disadvantage next time? It doesn't say anything else?
It doesn't say anything else, that's all it says. I assume that would be distracting. So.
Alright. So, Tempest.
Alrighty then. I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb with. Let's go on brand and do lightning damage.
Sure.
So that is a +5 to hit. Dirty 20.
Awesome, that hits.
Okay, so that's a 3d8. It's 2, 7, 4, 12.
Alrighty. Wow, you both did the same amount of damage. That's cute. Cute. Okay. And so now you see that both of these are kind of like starting to stagger. However, one of them is going to launch.
Oh, I've still got my magic table.
Oh my gosh, do that.
Okay, 72.
Are you still behind the shield, Tempest?
Oh god, I hope so.
Yeah, I would assume he would be. I would have casted my spell around her to protect her.
Guys, I have some news. Caster involuntarily cast Tidal Wave.
Oh no. Which
Cool.
Okay.
which direction is it going?
Hopefully that direction. It just says involuntarily cast Tidal Wave. So you see Tempest is going to kind of, like, the shard in her chest is going to alight. And she is going to take one moment, if she can, to shove Billion out the way. And then this tidal wave is going to come down, going forward. Which is a level 3 spell. So everyone, every creature in the area, so that probably includes myself and the 2 wolf spiders, have to make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 4d8 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone. On a successful, they take half as much damage and aren't knocked prone.
What is the length of this tidal wave? What's the distance?
30 feet long and 10 feet wide and 10 feet tall.
Yeah. It can shorten to be just 10 feet, but yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Cool.
This whole hallway. Just...
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Ooh, boy. What is the DC on that?
It actually doesn't say what the DC is on here.
It would just be her spell DC.
Oh, my spell DC? My spell DC is 13.
Okay.
Oh!
All right.
It's okay. It's literally 14.
So, you see this rush erupt from her. Before you see both of the wolf spiders caught in this, and they are both on their backs, twitching and dead. and you see it continue forward. It's starting to take away some of the spider webs with it, pulling them away. And now out of the darkness, you see swarms of spiders heading directly toward you.
Oh,
You see behind it 2 lumbering ettercaps heading in your direction. That takes us over to Monty.
Yeah. Well, all right. I had something planned, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it.
Also, I took 6 bludgeoning damage, just for the record.
Are the swarms little itty bitty spiders or like medium? I should hit them with my sword spiders.
They're medium, you should hit them with your sword spiders. These aren't the little tiny ones that you saw earlier. These are actual swarms. These are like 3 swarms of spiders heading toward y'all.
Yikes.
All right. Sword appears, and I kind of like pull it from an invisible sheath that doesn't exist. And as I do that, it like materializes in my hand. I'm just gonna walk forward into the swarm of spiders and do sword burst again. So the sword multiplies into this just like swarm of swords that just every creature in a 5-foot radius.
Okay, so are you trying to get all of the swarms and the ettercap?
I am walking into the swarm. Like I will walk into it so they are behind me as well, so I can just hit all around me.
Okay, go for it. Or do I need to roll something?
Dexterity saving throw.
Okay, hold please. What's the DC?
13.
Okay. Golly, I this is the part of my job I don't like. They all make it.
Okay. So the spectral swords do nothing.
They don't even
Slice
do half damage.
and no, they do nothing. Cantrip.
Alrighty.
Yup. This is good for me. This is fine. I'm standing in the middle. This is fine. That's it.
Fisher.
I'll take the hits. I'll be the tank.
Right, Fisher, it's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna pull out my hand crossbow, and I'm gonna. But actually, you know what? I'm gonna pull out my rapier, and then I'm gonna walk up to where Monty is, and I'm gonna cast invisibility on Monty.
Okay.
So you are invisible, Monty. That's my action. And actually, and then with my, that's my turn.
Okay. So that takes us over to the impending doom before you and around you. The ettercap sort of looks around and no longer seeing Monty there, does see Fisher there, and is going to attempt to swipe at you with its claws. Does, I'm assuming, a 23 hits?
Yeah.
Think about it. Okay. Four slashing damage.
4? Okay.
4 slashing damage. And is then going to lean in and attempt to bite you with a 6. Does a 16 hit?
16 just hits.
Okay.
I will use my reaction to cutting words and cause them to miss me.
Okay. Is there anything specific you say to this ettercat?
I say, you look like a big ugly spider. That's all I got.
It is taken aback by this.
That's right.
That takes us over to the swarms, who are all going to attempt to go after you, Fisher, since you are there.
All right.
And the first is going to... the first is actually going to get sort of distracted by the amount of chaos that's going here, and you manage to sort of just like dodge around its tiny little... both of the swarms actually are going to be distracted by that. Meanwhile, the last swarm is going to attempt to sort of like bite and nip at your feet while you're dancing around. The others see that as an opportunity to sort of start climbing up your legs. And they do hit for 6 piercing damage.
Ow! I got ant fires up my butt. Fire ants, not ant fires.
No, it's ant fires now. And that takes us back to the top of the round with Billion and Tempest.
I'm gonna roll at a disadvantage because I'm assuming that that's what would happen to me right now. So I'm like actively trying to like rub my skin, and like I know logically things aren't there, but it feels like things are falling.
Okay.
And with that, I am going to cast I guess I'll cast Guiding Bolt again.
Okay.
Does a...
Are you aiming for the spiders or for the Ettercap?
Which one is closest to me? Sorry, I can't picture it without.
The Etter, all of them are, well, probably any of them. They're all swarming Fisher right now, so they're all kind of around Fisher. You could aim at any of them. Just pick one.
All right, I'm gonna aim to the spider.
Okay.
18.
That hits.
All right, so take 14 radiant.
Okay.
Oh wait, I need to roll at a disadvantage. Hold on, I need to. Oh.
Uh-oh.
So does a 10 hit?
Unfortunately, a 10 does not hit.
Okay.
It swings wide. You can't quite get a beat on where these insects are on there.
All right. So riot wild tape or no?
Oh right, yeah.
So I'll just read this and we'll see what
Oh
happens.
boy.
I hope that this means just like creatures. That doesn't count as my friends. Every creature within 30 feet of me takes 1d10 necrotic damage.
That's everybody.
That's everybody. So I will roll for the creatures. Why don't you roll for your party? So that's going to be roll 1 for Tempest, 1 for Monty, 1 for yourself, and 1 for Fisher.
Roll a d10.
That's what it said, right?
Yep. So Tempest, I'll just start with you, Tempest. 3 necrotic. Monty 6 necrotic. And then I need to roll. And then for the final one necrotic.
That's me, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you roll for yourself too?
And myself. 8. But I regain hit points equal to the sum of the necrotic damage dealt.
So 8, 6, 1, 3.
But I was at full health, so.
Oh, okay.
So it just cancels itself out. Dang.
Holy shit.
Okay, Monty.
All right, there's 2 Ettercats, correct?
There is only 1 Ettercap, but there are 3 swarms.
Oh.
Okay. And the Ettercat's right on Fisher?
Yes.
I'm going to kind of use the fact that Fisher gave me this advantage to get around behind it and sort of flank it with Fisher, and then from my invisibility, stab up through its chest with my sword.
Sure, go ahead and roll it with advantage.
Awesome. Natural 20.
Oh, buddy! Okay, I guarantee. Well, no. Why don't you? So, max weapon damage. Roll double your modifiers.
Okay, max weapon damage and roll. So. Sorry, roll it and then also add just the max and then my modifiers.
Double your modifiers.
Okay. So.
I like to be like real nasty.
Yeah, that is nasty. Holy shit.
It's 15 points of damage.
How much?
15. And if it's still standing, I will cast Booming Blade on it as well.
Sure, go ahead. It is still standing.
Yeah, I see that it's not quite going down on the blade, so I just like summon the energy of my lover through the sword, and it just like starts to pulsate inside the chest where the sword is inside its sternum. This sort of noise. So if it moves, it takes damage.
Okay. Fisher.
Right, that's me. Well, things are getting a little dicey up here. Monty, you're no longer invisible because you attacked. I will use my action to use my rapier to actually just attack the Ettercap.
Okay.
Yeah. Natural one. Alrighty, doing great. Natural one, and then I will use my bonus action to use my Furball Glacial Trait Hidden Step to go invisible.
Okay.
That's my turn.
I think we missed me going round.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Oh, sure did.
Let's have Tempest go. That's right, because you and Billy go at the same time. I'm sorry.
I didn't want to interrupt anybody because I was enjoying watching it and I forgot.
You can also type in chat and I'll see it.
Oh, what a good idea. Okay. Tempest is going to cast Firebolt again at the one that's not quite down yet.
Ettercap?
Yeah. Does a 15 hit?
A 15 does hit, yes.
Excellent. Okay, that's 1d10. 5 damage.
Okay.
Oh, and... Okay, and blah, blah, blah. Alrighty then. So, Tempest is going to the elemental plane. Till her next turn.
Okay, great.
You see Tempest shoot this fire out of her hands, and then the fire kind of washes over her as this portal to the elemental plane opens, and she's like, "Ah, crap!" and disappears.
Oh my god.
I feel like, Val, this is on brand for all of your characters, that you try to do something and you're gone.
Yep.
Okay, that takes us over to the Ettercap now, who is held there and sticks its gross claws out, and in an effort, it's clearly on its last legs, but in one last ditch effort, it is going to attempt to snare Billion.
It's gonna take 7 points of thunder damage from my sword that's still in its chest and the booming blade.
Oh, even if it moves its arms?
I don't know. It says if it moves willingly.
Oh, then yeah, it totally. How much damage is it going to take?
7.
Okay, so you see the Ettercap attempt. It moves its arms, and you see this webbing start to spit out of it, but it aims up at the ceiling, and you feel it fall limp on your sword, and it is down. Which then takes us to the swarms, who... So, Matthew, question. You are invisible, however, you do have a swarm of insects crawling on you.
Yeah.
So, are they still... They're still crawling on you, it just looks like they're crawling on the air now, correct?
Yeah.
And they're aware that they're on you.
Yeah. I'm not hidden. They know my location. They just have... If they're making attack rolls, they have disadvantage.
Okay, yeah. So, they can't quite figure out what is happening here, so they do miss The other two swarms, however, are going to see Monty there now and are going to attempt one of them you're able to sort of dance around. The other, however, is going to start climbing up your legs and biting at you with a 21.
Yeah.
And that is... Ooh, boy, howdy. Okay, hold please. For 10 piercing damage.
All right.
It takes 10 cold.
And that takes us back to the top of the round with Billion and our missing Tempest.
All right, so I'm going to cast Sacred Flame.
On the swarm?
Yep, on the swarm. And again, you gotta help me out with spatially which...
There's one swarm that's sort of just walking around the floor trying to figure out who they can hit. They seem pretty sparse at this point. And there's one crawling on what appears to be invisible, or what appears to be air, but is actually invisible fissure. And the other is sort of hopping up over on Monty. So it's mostly around the floor in front of the two, about 15 feet ahead of you. 10.
Are there more than one hopping on Monty?
Just one swarm. They're all a bunch of little spiders all over.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast this on the swarm that is near Monty.
Okay.
Oh, natural 20.
Okay, so I can tell you now, are you trying to get the one that's on Monty or the one that's on the floor near Monty?
The one that's on Monty.
Okay, go ahead then. It's max weapon oh, I have to make a dex save though, don't I? Actually?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Nope,
Yep.
that's fine.
That natural 20 didn't even matter.
It didn't matter, but I failed, so go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. So 4 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Sorry, 4 radiant damage.
Okay, yeah, I knew what you meant.
Alright, and then with that, everybody hold on. Okay, so my hair falls out, but grows back within 24 hours. So as I cast this spell, my sacred flames, which is like this purplish energy, hits the swarm, but in doing so, my hair just completely falls out.
All right then.
Okay. Tempest, you're on the ethereal plane.
Like the Eye of Sauron, you see this portal open and like fire kind of like pours out of it, and then Tempest, the little water genasi, you hear it go, ah! And hit the ground, and she's on her back, and you just see her hold up her hand and go, totally meant to do that. I'm in control. And she's gonna get up and like dust herself off and see Billion with no hair, Monty with like things crawling on her, and things on an invisible figure. And can I safely hit any of these without hitting Fisher or Monty?
Yes.
I am going to cast Fireball again because it does the most damage.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Dirty 20.
Okay, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
5?
Okay. You see now that particular swarm that's on the ground around them is pretty sparse at this point. There's only a few of them left. The rest seem to really be on both Monty and Fisher, which takes us to Monty.
All right. I'm going to see all the spiders still on me and just cast Armor of Agathis on myself. And these like almost tattoo-esque shapes of waves made out of frost begin to like cover my arms and all the exposed skin, and it like catches the like tips of the curls of my hair and they like freeze just a little bit. And I'm gonna guess because they're on me, they might take the cold damage even if they're not attacking currently. I don't know, that's your call.
Sure.
So then they take 5 points of cold damage for touching me, I guess.
10.
Okay.
All your spells are cast at 2nd level right now, Monty.
Yeah. So
yeah.
10.
All right. So you see that after seeing these sort of, did you describe them as like shards? Is that what you said?
They're like almost like tattoo lines of frost on my skin, and then they sort of like form like sharded peaks in my hair and on the armor.
Got it. Upon doing this, you see all of these spiders fall off of Monty and onto the ground.
I wink at Tempest.
Fisher.
Fuck. I'm gonna just saunter. Oh, are spiders still on me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, then I'm gonna swing at them with my rapier.
Go for it.
Oh, fuck me. 10.
A 10, unfortunately, you just can't quite get at them. Swing and a miss.
Existence is suffering. That's my turn.
All right, thank you, Oak. So that takes us over to the swarm that is actually on you, and is going to attempt to continue to bite you, but for whatever reason, they can't quite. They keep their. Are you still invisible?
No.
Okay. For whatever reason, you swinging the sword at them causes them to sort of fall off of you, so they are unable to get a good. They can't really sink their teeth into you. The last swarm that is on the ground, seeing you come back from invisibility-ness, will attempt to bite you, but I'm assuming an 11 doesn't hit.
That way misses.
Okay, so you are able to sort of at least dodge and dance around them, which takes us back to the top of the round with Billion.
Okay, I'm going to go for the swarm.
There's one on Fisher, and then there's there's like a few remaining from the one that was on the floor.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I have such a hard time with like that visual thing.
It's okay.
I'm gonna go for the swarm on Fisher,
okay.
And I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on so that is considered the creature, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it will hear like these thunder spells ringing around it, and you've a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, God, it rolled so far from me. What is your spell save DC?
16.
Oh, okay, awesome. I miss. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. So 8 necrotic.
Okay.
And then okay. I lit everything on fire again. So like I just look at Tempest and I like just shrug, and I don't even my control of my wild magic has just gone out from. I can't do it anymore. So anything that's flammable within this area that's not being born or carried bursts into flame.
Okay. So you see this flame, all of you see this flame erupt. First of all, you see the swarm on the ground sort of like shiver and shake, and they all just collapse right there. It is now gone. The only swarm remaining are the ones crawling sort of near Fisher at this point. Immediately, as she casts that, you see her body erupt in flame, and you see it sort of licking the sides of the hallway that you're in. You see some of the spider webs begin to sizzle and dissipate. The walls themselves are a little too damp, and old and rotted at this point to really catch any of that flame, but you see that it singes the side of it. You see some of the moss now that you didn't notice before has been singed. You see algae sort of been singed all over. And then you see poor Billy in there, bald, flaming, just sort of, this is my life.
Yeah.
Which takes us to Tempest, who, thank you for messaging me. Now their voice sounds like booming thunder currently.
God damn it.
Which was why I was like, yes, don't speak at them. Tempest is going to kind of walk up to the swarm that is left, clasp her hands together, and this lightning bursts forth from them. And she's going to yell in a voice that sounds exactly like thunder, which the only thing in my mind as she slams this down is Fusroda! And cast Shocking Grasp.
All right, go ahead. No, you roll for that.
15?
That hits.
Yay! That was so...
Do it.
7?
Yes, okay. What does it look like when they die to your Fusroda?
Tempest's kind of whole demeanor is about storms, and you see this kind of storm radiate from her, and this shard is pulsing. As she slams this Shocking Grasp down, the lightning sort of bursts from her and just eviscerates these spiders. They are just dust.
Eviscerate is such a good word.
It is. And, do I roll on my wild magic table still?
Sure do. Yep.
Just anytime. Anything, really.
Oh,
Every day, every few seconds, actually, if you could just.
oh, this is so good with the aesthetic. My hair turns into a storm cloud, returning to normal within 24 hours. Aesthetic or death.
Perfect.
All right, so you see again the masses of creatures around you having been slaughtered, and you see now that you are in a hallway. You're sort of standing, you haven't really even made your way that far down the hallway at all, and you see now the room on your right, but you also see that there's a door on your left as well. And you see that you can go forward, or you can open this door on your left.
Monty's literally steaming. Like, the heat from Billion's fire and the armor of Agathis, there's just, like, steam coming off of her.
I'm going to use my Citurn to cast Cure Wounds on Monty. Oh, thank God. At literally maximum. You heal for 12 hit points.
Oh, thank you.
Jesus.
Okay. Still standing.
I really want to do something, but I don't know if it'll work. It's just flavor anyway. Called a wave, instant move. So there's still water on the ground from the tidal wave?
Sure.
I'm gonna use Shape Water and just use it to kind of go over Billion to try and put her out.
Alright. Do you need to roll on your table now? Sure
Oh
do.
God, I do!
Oh my God.
Please don't kill everybody, table! Oh my God! A dark and stormy horse appears!
Oh my God. The timing, what the fuck?
It's not nightmare, a real horse.
Oh,
We
thank
have
God.
a horse now.
A dark and stormy
God.
horse.
A dark and stormy horse. Tempest is gonna go, yeah! And hop on this horse.
You see the horse sort of and whinny and kind of stamps their feet, trying to figure. Thank you, Matthew. I'm just gonna start hiring all of my sound effects.
I love doing them.
Is the fire put out?
Yes, and you see that you are awash, and you just see that now this hallway is steaming You have a horse. There are bodies on the floor.
It's okay.
Yep.
I don't mean to be rude, Tempest, but are you not fully in control of your magical aptitude?
I take offense to that. I am clearly in utter. Her hair is stormy, and she's on a dark and stormy horse. She's like, I am.
And your voice is booming.
My voice is booming, so it sounds like I am in complete control of my magic. This is all for aesthetic. Monty gets it.
I mean, that's incredible. That's incredible mastery. I mean, they're all like thunder and storm themed, as are you. So there's no way this is a coincidence. So
no, there's no way.
You must have purposely transported yourself to some powerful plane, pocket dimension, where you gathered your power and resources.
Oh yeah, that's just what we do. We go to the elemental plane, charge up, and then go kick ass.
If any of you have any healing potions and are feeling injured, I highly suggest you use them.
Yep.
Because
I'm gonna use a healing potion.
yes, because I am quite low on resources. Incredibly low on resources.
I'm still able to heal too.
Good. So I would just like to, mostly at Tempest, based on D&D Beyond overlay here.
What does that mean?
I'm doing fine.
Tempest, I look at you and I say, Tempest, do you need some help right now?
Don't tell Fisher, but yes, none of this was by chance. All of this was chance.
Blink once if you want me to heal you.
She blinks and like her hair kind of thunders.
Okay. So hold on, I want to see which one I want to use. I'll cast Cure Wounds on Tempest.
Oh, it's storming here. I don't know how much you guys can hear that. You can't? Okay, good. It's really loud.
Hey, it fits the aesthetic right now. It's
That's
storming
true.
where you are.
There
So
we go. Damn it, Tempest.
On Tempest's head.
So Tempest, you'll get 13 points of healing.
That is so
She's
useful.
good now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let me look here. Sorry. Alright, yep, we're good.
I'm still trying to figure out the horse on the boat and how that's gonna work. Does it eventually pop away?
The table says no. I just have a horse now. I'm assuming maybe it'll disappear when my voice of thunder goes. Which is in 6 minutes' time.
Is it real?
I poke the horse. Yes! His name is Thunder, and we are aesthetic.
Don't name it. Oh,
I have named and adopted him.
I was gonna ask how attached you were to it because we could use it as bait, but now you've gone and named the damn thing.
Tempest hears Monty say the word bait, and she covers the horse's ears like, no!
Fisher is just very slowly going to open up that like side door, the door to the left. Just like.
You open it and you kind of like lean. I'm assuming you're gonna like kind of lean in to look.
I'm actually very sneaky, yeah.
Okay. Would you like to roll?
I would love to. I have expertise in stealth.
Go for it.
All right, 22.
Okay. Hey, 22.
Hey.
So, you open the door very quietly and you kind of slide in just to see what's in there. And you see that there's a desk in this room. There's a dresser, a bed, but it's all kind of smashed and wrecked. And it looks just like it's in pieces. And you see that from floor to ceiling there is thick webbing all throughout this room. You can't really make out anything else that's in this room. However, when you do that, you do notice along the walls that there are hundreds and hundreds of itty bitty little spiders that are not only moving through the webs, they're moving along the walls, they're moving across the floors. This room is completely swarmed with spiders, itty bitty ones, not an actual swarm spider, but these are itty bitty spiders. A couple of them kind of notice your presence and try to skitter away from you, but most of them don't see that you're there.
I peek my head back out. We're here to like get a contract, right? Like a deed.
It was a chest thing.
Is this contract in a box? Chest?
Oh, is that what we're here for? I can't remember.
Asking each other, or are you asking the DM?
Both.
August told you that there is a box that is secured that is within the walls of this boat. On the box, there is a very decorative A that you can't mix, and it's not like a tiny box. It's like a somewhat hefty chest somewhere within these walls.
Somewhere within these walls?
Yeah, I was about to say.
No, somewhere in the
boundaries,
ship.
within the boundaries of these
Because
walls.
I'm gonna start hitting walls.
Not like a weird DM thing. This is just, it's in this ship somewhere.
I will cast dancing lights and send 4 globules of lights into the room to better illuminate it to see if I see a chest.
Sure. So your lights go out there, and you see them kind of like storm around. You see now that it illuminates what this room looks like, and you, as someone who's been on many boats, can kind of tell that this was where someone who was a little bit higher up on the hierarchy probably stayed, perhaps a first mate of sorts, that this was their bedroom. You don't see any, upon seeing the lights, all of these spiders are skittering away very fast, trying to stay away from the light that you have. And they're trying to hide in sort of corners behind webbing underneath the wreckage that you see in here. But otherwise, it doesn't appear to be, there's nothing else in here.
Alright.
Just the wreckage of a room.
And I'll say I'll bring in the 4 lights back to me and have them kind of float around me and say, well, it's not in there, so I guess we can go. And I'll point to the only other door we can go through.
Well, it's a hallway that you can go down.
But yeah, all right.
Rock, paper, scissors. Who goes first? You or me, Fisher?
I'll go first.
Okay, so you make your way down there. And you come to a sort of intersection where you can keep going straight, or you see a very short hallway to your right.
We don't go straight here. I go right.
Yep.
No straight.
Nope.
Upon turning right, I would like you to roll a perception check. Anybody who's sort of keeping an eye on, like, looking around here, I would like to roll a perception check.
Good, because
If
I have a
Fisher's
minus.
taking the lead, I'm gonna take the rear.
Sure.
I am on a horse in the middle.
Yep. Sure are.
7. Sorry, I can't do math.
Okay.
No, 19.
Okay. What'd you get?
No, 19.
You got a 19. Billion, what'd you get?
19.
Okay. Monty, are you?
I got a 15, but I'm kind of looking out behind us, so I
Sure.
probably wouldn't see anything ahead of us.
Okay. So, Fisher, what you see, what you notice is just that there's a hallway that curves around. Billion and Tempest, you both notice 2 things. One, you sort of see his dancing lights around him, and you see it reflect off of what appears to be a very thin, sheer line of webbing that he is about to walk into. It appears, the other webbing here looks like it's been here for a while. It's very thick, but this appears almost sheer, and you see it just shimmer for a second across this webbing that seems to be directly across the hallway that he's walking down. You also notice that there is a grate on the floor that appears to be pretty rusted and relatively unsafe to step on. You can easily step around it, but the 2 of you notice that Fisher sort of happened to just turn right before it, but if he were to have kept walking straight, he would have walked onto this incredibly unsafe grating that's here.
I'm gonna gallop forward to stop Fisher walking into that weird sheen.
Are you going to gallop to the grate? Because you do see the grate.
Yeah, can I jump over it?
Not in this space, no, because the ceiling is actually, it's, while you are on a horse, you are like right here to the ceiling.
Got it. I'm gonna leap off my horse and dive towards Fisher and shout to Billion over my shoulder, "Look after my horse!"
Why don't you roll me a, just a dexterity check to see if you are able to do this without causing too much chaos.
That's the whole brand. 18?
Okay, yes, you are fine. You managed to grab him right before he walks into this, which he has not seen yet. The Fisher, you feel Tempest grab you from behind.
Hey! Why you got your hands on me?
Sheen!
Michael or Charlie?
Oh, God. Not Charlie. Anyone but that one. Tempest is gonna, like, she kind of, like, when she grabbed you, she kind of hopped on your back, and it's like, Spider-Monkey just points it and goes, "There's a Sheen right there. Do not walk into it."
Oh. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. I like you and I like your stories. I want you to live. And I hop off. Don't tell the others I said I liked your stories, and runs away.
So Fisher, what you now see is there's this sheen of webbing in front of you that looks a little, it looks different than the rest of the webbing in here. And you are able to see that this curves around and you see a ladder that would take you back up to the upper deck.
Okay. Well, this isn't quite the path we want to go down, so we can just double back and keep going straight. Which will no longer be straight because we'll be turning right.
Oh, good, because I can't do anything.
Yeah.
No.
It'll no longer be straight. We'll be turning right.
You do also see on your left a doorway just on the other side of this sheen of webbing.
Oh.
Wait, where is the grate in comparison to like where we are?
So you are all sort of, so there's a grate in the center that's like a square at this intersection. You are looking forward at the grate and you see to your right that there is Tempest and Fisher. Behind you there is a horse and Monty.
Okay.
Monty's like trying to like get the horse to stay behind her so that she's not staring at the butt of a horse the whole time.
I have an idea.
To the room to the right, did you say?
There's a hallway to the right that Fisher was about to walk down, and there's a doorway to his left.
Okay, got it, thank you.
I can try Misty Step through the sheen.
Go for it.
Alrighty then. Tempest is going to try and Misty Step to the other side of the sheen, where the door is.
Yep, you do that fine. You appear on the other, and you see that to your right, there's a ladder that would take you up to the upper decks, and there's a door on your left.
I'm gonna peek around the door.
Sure. So you kind of slide the door open. Are you trying to do this stealthily?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
She's doing it like a niffler.
Yeah. Channeling that niffler aesthetic. Stealth. Ooh, that's a 12.
Okay. So you open the door, it creaks just a little bit, and you lean your head in, and you see that this is covered also with very thick spider web. Some of it looks really old, some of it looks kind of fresh, and there are thousands of spiders in this room. This room is maybe 15 by 15 feet wide, and it is just filled with thousands of itty-bitty little spiders who, upon seeing you and hearing you enter, are skittering away from you and attempting not to get anywhere near you. You see that there's crushed boxes, there's debris, it's riddled with smashed furniture. It looks like this is just like people shoved broken furniture into here and shut the door.
Can I roll an investigation to see if I can see the box among any of this smashed stuff?
Sure, go ahead.
I will see nothing, because I got a 2.
Yep, you see that this all looks like, it just looks like broken furniture and some boxes in here. And the
This
boxes
is-
are crushed. They're not like full boxes. Everything is crushed in here.
Okay. So I'm gonna relay that information to everybody and say, this is a room full of crushed boxes. We've solved this puzzle.
Can you get back?
I was wondering about that, and I have a plan, and it's kind of stupid. Everybody go to the end and round the corner of the hall and take my horse with you. And I will, like, position myself in the doorway and shoot a firebolt at this mist sheen thing when everyone is in a safe position.
What if you just took the ladder up and then just like came back down the hole that we came down and then like come up behind us?
Oh, that's so much walking.
I'll start leading the horse back.
Okay. So you move your way back down the hallway. The horse follows.
Oh, I know I should go up that ladder. But the walking!
Girl, do what you want.
I'll just do the fireball.
Okay. I'm assuming Fisher and Billion, do you keep going down the hallway or do you retrace your steps?
I'll back up and then. Well, yeah, I will just go down the hallway a little bit.
Yeah, I will too.
Okay, you both go down the hallway a little bit. The hallways are cleared. You extend your firebolt. I'm not going to have you roll for it because it's a sheen that you can see that's right in front of you. And it hits, and you see it sort of dissipate. And it's gone.
Alrighty then. Guys, I'm still alive!
Good.
I'm gonna go and catch up with them, avoiding the grate.
All right, so now what you see in front of you is that you can either go straight to a door that's directly in front of you, or you can take a door to your left.
Wait, Tempest, what happened when you firebolted the sheen?
It disappeared, and I chose not to ask questions.
Okay.
Yeah, we solved that puzzle. It'll be absolutely fine, and we won't feel any repercussions from that.
What if the box is behind the sheen in like a different plane?
What?
I mean, it was made out of spider web. It was webbing. There's spider web.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, it was just really thin. Probably like a warning web.
I will check the door on the left for traps.
Sure, go ahead and roll.
Natural 1.
I was really expecting like natural 20. So you check this door over and you confidently believe that there are no traps on this.
The door open.
All right, you open the door and you see, upon noticing your presence, thousands of spiders start skittering away from you, and you see that this room is also filled with smashed furniture, crushed boxes. Everything is destroyed in here. Again, it looks like people took debris and just shoved it in here and shut the door, and spiders have made a home in here.
Anything look like our target box?
You can roll perception or investigation, but it's all kind of like destroyed debris in here.
I will do an investigation and I will step on as many spiders as I can in the process.
Key.
That's a 10.
All right, as you sort of look through here, you do manage to kill 43 spiders. However, you do not see the box that you're looking for.
More spiders.
Gross.
More spiders now you're gonna be.
I know it's irrational, but I really hate spiders. They creep me out.
It seems real rational, I'm Monty. Real rational, Fisher.
We're all Monty.
Yeah, we're all Monty.
I'm gonna use my, if there's any water around, I'm gonna use it to wash off Monty's boots of spider juice.
Doki.
I guess we'll press on.
Yeah. So there's one door in front of you that you can go through.
Do it.
Do your thing, Monty.
I will check the door for traps. I've done so good at this.
This.
Okay, that's a little better. That's not a natural 1. It's a natural 3.
You again are so sure this place trap free.
We're good.
I've got this weird, like, platonic flirting thing going on with Tempest at this point, so I'm gonna kick down the door while looking at her with the boot she just cleaned. Kick open the door.
Tempest is gonna like look at you and go, "Someone fetch my swooning couch."
I'm sure if you cast enough spells, you'll just summon it, Tempest.
One of their wild magic tables is you summon a chaise lounger for lesbian swoons.
There it is.
Tempest, how long does your horse stay here? Is there a time limit on it?
6 minutes.
Okay, we're gonna say the horse has disappeared. The horse is gone.
I was still on the horse, so when it disappears, I land and just land and go. No. Okay, we're fine.
Great. So, Monty, you kick this door down, and you're looking behind you, and you turn around, and you look in front of you, and you see before you that this chamber is covered in runes that have been written in blood. You see that the floor has been carved with some large sort of knife across it. You see that there are spider webs covering the ceiling in here, and you see that there are 2 humanoid-sized bundles hanging from the ceiling, and hundreds of spiders are just swarming around them, and you see them kind of swing as the boat swings.
I'm just gonna grab the handle and then shut the door again.
I really wish you could do that. However, what you see standing in the center of this room is a half-orc. And you see the tendons of his muscles are like thick rope, and his eyes are hollow and narrow, and his face is contorted into this malicious grin. And he's standing there holding a quarterstaff over his shoulders, his hands outstretched, and you see some flames sparking and smoking from his fingertips. Well, you should be a bit more quiet when you decide to trespass. Loth has blessed me with this ship, and now she's blessed me with you. Royal and I are going to enjoy this. And flames erupt from his hands, and I think that would be a good time to take a break.
Okay. Hey, Fisher might be lucky.
Every time you kept saying that, I was like,
Is the evil half-orc single? These are the important questions.
Mingle, ready to mingle.
I was gonna shout back to Fisher, "Are half-orcs your type?"
I have just dropped an image in Discord about what he looks like, and
Oh, is he cute?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm wondering. Is he cute?
Because
Is he
Monty
cute,
doesn't
though?
like half-orc boys, but Anders does.
I mean, he's not terrible. He's evil, but he's not terrible.
Oh yeah, that's yeah. He's got a
Listen.
got a mohawk.
Listen, beggars can't be choosers.
You're on the ocean with a bunch of lesbians. This guy looks really good right now.
all right, folks, we'll stick around for some more lesbian sort disaster adventure, and perhaps the love of Fisher's life. You never know. We'll be back in about 5 minutes or so. everybody. Thanks for sticking around. If you are just joining us, this crew is currently in the depths of the Emperor of the Waves, attempting to retrieve a box. However, they have finally discovered who has been holed up in here within the depths of these walls, and they're running low on spell slots and on HP, so we'll see how this goes. So the half-orc in front of you does, however, he finds you hostile. He wants you out. So he does immediately attack you as soon as you enter that room. So, Monty, you were at the helm of this, correct?
Yep.
So, going to attempt to get some flame on you. But your quick reflexes are going to have you dodge out of the way just at the last second. So now I would like to have everybody roll initiative. So, do we have 20 and above? 15 to 20.
19.
15.
Okay. And Monty, what do you have?
6.
And Tempest? No, you have that. Billion, what do you have?
5.
Oh, boy, howdy. And so, Fisher, you are up first.
I will step forward just a little bit interposing myself between the haughty half-orc and Monty.
Okay.
And I'll say, wait. I'll pull out my citron. I'll be like, wait. There's no reason this has to come to blows. Maybe we can work something out here. You must be lonely here all by yourself in the ocean. And I'll stand there with my arms akimbo.
Is that your... All right.
Yep.
That's your turn. The rest of you hear Fisher say this. That's going to actually take us over to Tempest.
I'm gonna walk in as well and say, have you met Fisher? He's a really great guy. He tells wonderful stories that'll keep you going all through the night. That's not the phrasing I intended, but we'll go with it. He's a beautiful Philbog dude. Come on, he's tall, he's handsome, he's got a citron. I mean, this is an empty ocean full of only spiders. You get pretty lonely here. I bet you'd like a strapping Philbog to help you lift things.
Okay, I'm going to have you roll a persuasion check.
Oh, there. Okay. 21.
All right. Okay. So you see him, hands still outstretched. You see him kind of look over at Fisher, look at Tempest, and then kind of look at the rest of you. He lowers his hand. Boy, howdy, I didn't see this one coming.
I mean, you should have.
And I just didn't. Well, I do sometimes get lonely, but what is it that I could get from him? I have really all that I need here, and he would make an excellent sacrifice to my lady.
I was thinking more along the lines of companion. companionship of the romantic kind.
Long distance romantic.
Distance romantic, exactly.
Yeah.
He has had a whale of a time with some husbands in the sea. So the fact that you've lasted this long on this ship is a really good sign, right, Fisher? Am I doing well?
Well, what I would say is, we are only after one specific thing on this ship, and maybe we can come to some kind of arrangement.
While he thinks about this, what are Monty and Billion doing?
I'm kind of just watching in awe.
How
I shield up though.
How far is he from us?
About 10 feet.
Does it look like there's stuff like boxes behind him?
I mean, there's a lot of stuff behind him. This room it's got a lot of spider webs. You can't quite see everything that they're covering. You see that there's debris in here. You could make a perception check if you want to see a little bit more closely, if you can identify any of the specific boxes that are in here.
I'd like to do that.
Go for it.
14.
Okay, so you sort of like try to lean and stand behind him, and as far as you can tell, you don't really see anything that looks like what you're looking for.
Sorry, I'm reading the description of a spell.
Okie dokie. Although, no, you wouldn't. Never mind.
Okay.
This guy casts magic. He's probably pretty wise. This is a bad idea, Mom. This is a bad idea. I'm just gonna start slowly walking to the side, but like staying equal distance away from him, but slowly walking maybe towards the back, but just I'm not approaching you, I'm not threatening, just walking here.
Yeah, that doesn't look weird at all. All right, you do notice that his eyes are following you. Billion, what are you doing? Oh no, you're just standing there like, this is really weird.
Look at Fisher. He's the cute one. You want to look at him.
So you what are you trying to keep your eyes on? Like, what is your goal in walking around here?
I want to see if I can get back towards where the stuff is.
So are you keeping an eye on him, or are you also still scanning while you're making your way?
I'm keeping an eye on him. I'm just kind of trying to move myself in that direction.
Got it. Okay. We're going to, well, no, not quite yet. We're going to treat this as another round.
Okay.
So we're back up to Fisher.
I'm not sure what you're up to here. I think it's mighty strange that you're a man worshiping Lolth, seeing as she sees men as the scum of the earth. That ain't none of mine. We are looking for a box emblazoned with a very distinctive A. That's all we need. We need a chest. We can grab that and leave you to your own devices.
Okay, I would like you also to roll a persuasion check, but you may roll at advantage.
Alrighty. Okay.
Because you're cute.
That's right. I don't have no idea what 18 total.
Okay. He kind of narrows his eyes at you, and you see him put his hand up again as if preparing to do something. That takes us over to Tempest.
We just want the box. Because if we get the box, then we get paid. And that's very important to us. That's literally it. You can worship your spider goddess here on your ship of weirdness all you want. We just need this one box.
Now, I hear you. However, you did kill everything, almost, that's on this ship. Those were my friends. I wasn't that lonely until you.
So what I hear you saying is you're lonely now. Fisher, smile.
He is going to snap his hand that he raised, and you see appear next to him a spider. Seemingly out of air, a spider appears, and you see it kind of like skittering around, kind of like assessing the situation, waiting. And you see upon its appearance, 2 more spiders. One of them come out directly next to you, Monty. You see 2 large, giant spiders, and you see them all sort of sit there and look at the 3 of you as if they are waiting for the signal to attack.
Hey, buddy.
Now, well, it's not my turn.
Monty and Billion, we're down to you.
Nice spider. You know, we left many rooms full of spiders alone. You know, we only dealt with your friends who had attacked us first, and don't want to hurt anyone else. Really, just want that box.
Could you all remind me of what your races are?
Furball.
2 furballs.
Tiefling.
Tiefling. Okay.
And I'm a water genasi.
He kind of looks over at you, Monty. You left the little ones alive. That's how am I supposed to know that you're not going to do the same to me? I don't know what any of you are going to do to me, and frankly, I am currently in a bit of a better position right now. I can see that none of you are feeling particularly great. I can see that you're a little rough around the edges.
Listen, I get it. I love a regarded as evil goddess with all my heart, just like you do. But you know, if some folks came and spared her children, like the babies, I might let them take what they wanted and let them leave. Even though I love her so much.
You see him kind of slow down at the mention of that. So here's my question to you all. We all see this ship is not in great shape. I will let you live if you let me leave with you.
Deal.
Yeah, that seems pretty good.
You can go on dates with Fisher if you leave.
Yeah.
He is very attractive. I like your strapping form. I do love the muscles. That works for me. However, I'm not really big into sacrificing people.
Yeah, Billion is really struggling with this decision.
My plan was to push him off the boat as soon as we got on it.
You say that out loud.
No.
don't believe you have the upper hand you think you have.
He looks back at the spiders that are in the room, and he looks back at all of you.
Those beasts of yours could be more of a liability than you think.
So is this no deal then?
I am still offering the deal. I'm fine with the deal.
I don't think Fisher would make a deal with this guy.
I don't think I'll be able to make this deal.
I'm gonna look at Monty, and I'm gonna look at Billion and Fisher and go, oh, fine. No, F you. Screw your deal.
Yeah. Screw your deal.
Righty then. And he flicks his fingers, and you see all 3 of these spiders swarm you.
Mm-hmm.
So, we will go ahead. I don't know. We kind of got all of the rounds kind of wobbly-dobbly there, so we'll just start at the top. Fisher, you're up.
I cast Animal Friendship with my Cittern at 2nd level, targeting 2 of these giant spiders, and they have to make the wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Wisdom saving throw.
DC 14 disadvantage.
Okay. Here's the first one. Oh my god. Okay. What is it? DC 14?
Yeah.
Wisdom?
Yeah.
Saving? Okay, the first one fails. The next one does not. 13? It does fail. They both fail.
And I can actually speak to animals, so I'm gonna directly communicate to them and say, I probably can't. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna try. Well, I'll just say, "Don't you bite me or my friends." That's what I'll say for now. That's my action. That's gonna be my turn.
Okay.
So 2 of the spiders are charmed.
Alright, so the spiders have been charmed. That takes us to Tempest.
Position-wise, where's this guy and the other 2 spiders?
Directly in front of you, the other 2 spiders are next to him, and the 3rd spider is kind of like directly next to him.
And which one's a Fisher charmed?
I would say
Yeah. The 2, so one of the spiders looks a little different than the other 2. The one that appeared out of nowhere has some blue sort of pulled throughout their skin. The other 2 just look like regular, normal spiders. Those are the 2 that have been charmed.
Okay, then I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb centered on him at 3rd level.
Okay.
Oh no, 2nd level.
Okay.
And 4-inch diameter sphere. Haha! 21.
21 hits.
Okay, that is going with the aesthetic. 4d8 lightning damage.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
4 plus 4, 8. 14 and 17 altogether.
Okay. So, you see that this is that an AoE spell or is it 1?
It's a 4-inch diameter sphere of energy that you can hurl at a creature that you see within range.
All right. So you said 14 damage.
No, 17.
Oh boy. All right. So you see that has taken a chunk out of him, and you see that he's kind of breathing heavily at this point.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Yep, just got to roll on the wild table. Oh my god! I'm so sorry. A confused whale appears.
Oh no! Oh no!
Within 60 feet, though.
Is that gonna break the boat apart?
Maybe it appears in the water near the boat.
60 feet? I don't think so.
That wide?
Oh my god. Okay. All right. Hold, please. You broke me just briefly. Okay. I'm sorry. If you could relay the size of that just one more time.
A confused whale appears within 60 feet.
Within 60 feet of you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Does it say anything else about that?
No.
Okay, cool. So,
Fuck.
for the sake that you all will survive this, we're gonna say suddenly outside of this room you hear a kuthum, and the boat like wobbles around. And Tempest, you know exactly what has happened.
I'm gonna look at him and I'm like, the gods of the storm are on my side. Where's your god now? Totally bullying this whole thing.
All right, so you see him at this point. He looks you can see a flash of concern across his face, but he walks up to the sort of group of you, not to where Monty is, but he walks up to Fisher and Billion and Tempest. And so you begin to sort of like feel these things crackling around you, and I need you all to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, the old thunder wave. And I'm actually gonna cutting words the damage regardless. Oh, fuck me.
19.
Okay.
Yeah, 11.
14.
So
Nice.
hold please.
Yep.
Okay. So, you take 13 bludgeoning damage.
So I will reduce that damage by 5 with cutting words.
I'm sorry, thunder damage, not bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Okay, by 5.
Yeah.
For you or for
Everyone,
for you?
it's the total roll. It's the AoE roll. Yeah.
Okay.
So just 8.
And who was it that didn't say, or who?
I definitely failed.
Yeah. So you two are pushed back 10 feet by this, and you get slammed up against the wall. But Billion, you managed to steel yourself against that blow.
How much damage did we take?
They take
8.
8 damage. You take
4.
4 damage. Okay. Is that right?
Yep.
Yes.
Thank God for cutting words. Oh God.
And that's his action. That takes us to Monty.
Eldritch Blast at him.
All right. I believe this is the first Eldritch Blast of the evening.
Woo!
What warlock am I playing?
A hexblade.
That is a 15 plus 5. That is as Val calls it, a dirty 20.
Right, that
A
hit.
dirty 20.
All right. 1d10 plus 3. That's 8 points of Eldritch Blast damage, and I'm going to use Grasp of Hadar to pull him to me.
Oh my God. So baller.
And as like the dark tendrils like pull him up to me, I'm going to lean in and... If you can flee, I will find you and I will help you. You do not have to die here. I get it. I will let you go. That's my turn.
I would like you to roll Intimidation or Persuasion, whichever you were trying to do. At advantage.
I'm not trying to intimidate him, though I would like the extra points. I will roll Persuasion. Because I am trying to help him. At advantage? Thank
Yes.
God, because that was a 2. Okay, 17 plus 3, another dirty 20.
Okay. You see a sort of flash of recognition and acknowledgement go across his face, and you see a very slight nod. However, what you also notice is that his body is starting to give way. You can feel as you hold him that he is on his last breaths.
Do I have anything left? Bonus action, anything?
If you have bonus actions that you can use, yeah, but otherwise, nah.
Can I slip him my healing potion?
For the drama, yes.
Okay. Can I do it so they don't see me do it, like sleight of hand?
Roll sleight of hand.
22.
All right. If the rest of you want to, well, I mean, you can roll against that if the rest of you want to see if you're like looking at their interaction over there, you're welcome to roll. Otherwise, you don't see it.
What would it be for a roll?
That would be perception.
I got 19, so I think I don't see anything.
All right, Billion, it is your turn. And while you think about that, my puppers is barking to come in, so I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Puppy! Beep.
Is the blue and black spider still up there?
Yeah, the singular spider I don't think has been hit. The other two are charmed by me, so please don't attack them.
Okay.
The special spider, we'll call it.
Okay.
Spiders are not undead, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast, or I'm not sure if is it a spell, Path to the Grave.
Yeah, it's like a cleric ability.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Path to the Grave on the blue spider.
Okay.
Spider with blue on it.
Sure. Talk me through what this looks like.
So I cast it, and it. Do you want me to read to you what it says?
Yeah, you could do that, but then I also, just for flavor-wise, what does it look like when Billion does this?
Okay, so what it does is it's cursing a creature in front of me until the end of my next turn, and they're at vulnerability to all the attack damage as well as any of my allies' attacks. Okay. So what it's gonna look like is I'm just gonna, that purple flame that I have for my sacred flame, I'm just gonna cast that, and it looks very similar, and it just kind of like shimmers around the spider.
Okay. This takes us over to the spiders. Now, they are friendly with you, Matthew, so I'm gonna have you're in control of them. What is it that they do?
So I have advantage on charisma checks with them too. So I would like to try to compel them to eat their former master.
Okay.
To see if they will, yeah. I bet you've got to be awfully hungry, and he's perfectly good meat. I say that in beast language.
Okay. And you see the two of them swivel around and look directly. They shift and turn their gaze toward this half-orc.
I'm the Spider Queen now.
Please tell me Fisher says that.
I do.
All right. Okay, so the first spider is gonna go for him. Oh, this is when all right. The first one rolled a natural 20.
Oh, this is when you roll well.
And as you all know, I have nasty crits.
Yeah, you do.
So, okay. Hold please while I...
Oh my god, his own spiders. I'm Ramsay Bolton, this guy. Boltoning
Right.
this guy.
You see the first spider lunge at him and sink its teeth into his back. Monty, you're still holding him, and you see him gasp and lean forward, and you see him sort of look at you almost with sadness on his face now. And then you see him, with his last breath, he says, "Oh, lol, take me," and he collapses down. Which takes us to the other spider, who now is sort of like, is gonna skitter over and also sink its teeth into his body. Which then takes us over to the last spider, which you see kind of, it actually walks over and puts its little hands across what was its owner. And you see that it kind of looks at you all and looks back at him, and it's gone. And that takes us back to the top of the round with Fisher.
Is there anything left?
There's nothing left, so we can exit combat.
Yeah.
How long does...
24 hours.
Okay.
So I beckon those two giant spiders forward, and I give them scritches.
Oh my goodness.
And I lean down. He's
Okay.
dead.
Is there any part of him, like, that is left at all?
Of the,
Half orc.
I mean, yeah, he's bloody right now because the spiders did start to feed,
Oh, yeah.
as suggested. And also, you can see at this point that they're just regular old spiders. They're going to do what spiders do.
Can I investigate the body?
Absolutely, go
See
for
if there's
it.
any stuff on him?
Sure. Go ahead and investigate.
Oh, okay, that's a nat 20.
All right. So, you investigate the body. You find a couple copper pieces. You find some, you see the quarterstaff that he had on him. You see an emblem on him that is the same skull with the spiders crawling out of the eyes. You also find a healing potion.
I find this healing potion, and I look at Monty, and then I look back at him and just sleight of hand the healing potion.
To take for yourself?
Just to take it so no one else sees it.
Okay, go ahead and roll sleight of hand.
That is 19.
Unless the rest of you want to sort of like watch her as she's doing this, none of you see this happen. Except
I'm right by his body. I'm just like kind of watching the whole thing happening, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, you see this happen, but nobody else in the room sees Tempest pocket that healing potion.
Tempest stands up and like puts a hand on Monty's shoulder and goes, "We're good." And just continues on. He's like, "Guys, I found a quarterstaff. Anyone want this?"
No, I don't use staves, and I'll allow the spiders to keep feeding because it's only polite.
Okay.
Are they feeding on his body?
Yeah. That's a shame that he was so insistent on coming with us. I mean, I don't mind leaving a man to his own devices, but we can't take someone like that with us on the ship. Captain Bones would eat him alive.
Oh, we didn't have to take him to our ship.
Well,
We have a whale outside now.
well, we didn't know that. We didn't know that at the
We have
time.
a whale.
Oh.
Where?
Oh, yeah, you know when everything was wibbly wobbly? Yeah, that wasn't the storm gods. I summoned a whale. He's outside. I've named him Steve-O.
If only I had another casting of animal friendship in me, we could ride that whale out of here.
I want the image of Captain Bones seeing us riding a whale back to our ship.
I want to take the emblem that he had.
Okay.
Is it on like a necklace, or was it like? I feel like your goddess would appreciate you feeding her children, so I'm not gonna stop whatever this is.
I would like to investigate the room. There are lots of boxes and things behind him, you said, so.
Yep, go ahead.
Hey, 23 total.
Great. So as you sort of dig through this room, you do find some boxes. You don't find the box that you're looking for, but in there you do find all sorts of ceremonial objects. You see that there's some treasure, and it's all kind of hoarded in this one corner of the room. And you also find some spell scrolls. You find protection from poison and gust of wind.
Okay.
You also find a potion of heroism,
Okay.
a potion of water breathing,
Yeah.
and a cloak of protection,
Go.
and 507 gold pieces.
Okay. Well, lots of loot here. That's nice.
I will take that potion of water breathing.
Yeah.
Oh, can you not already breathe underwater, Monty?
No, I'm not a fish.
Oh, I just thought you could because you're married to the ocean and all. So do you just like have to hold your breath?
Yeah, it makes it hard to kiss.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'll take that if you don't want it.
No, I don't want it. I'm good if everyone else is good with you having it.
I have a plan for
I
it.
would like to have the potion of heroism. That would be nice. It's a good potion. Well, let's try to find the chest.
Start kicking the wood, feeling for loose boards, hidden compartments, anything that a really important chest might have been hidden in.
Sure, go ahead and roll investigation. And also, Fisher, you would have also found that you see that there's a door behind some of the webbing that's at the back of the room.
Good.
Natural 20.
Okay. You sort of, you dig through, you're looking, you know exactly, you can kind of tell just by looking where you might find something like this, and you don't find anything.
So I will point out the door and say, Monty, you want to check it for traps?
I'd love to, Fisher.
All right. I will say, Thor, and Jupiter, come here. And I'm speaking out to the two spiders.
I love it.
What are you going to do with them when we leave this boat?
I'll probably just leave them in the boat. I'm not sure yet. Why? Why do you ask?
I just mean, there were rooms full of babies.
I reckon we might sink the boat when we leave.
Oh, that's yeah.
What?
We just let time sink the boat, because, time will eventually take care of it. In the meantime, let them live out their already short little lives.
They're just spiders. They've got no master now. There's no reason. If anybody has the gall to come on this ship and sees all the spiders and doesn't immediately bolt, and they're not getting paid, and they get that's their choice. I say we leave the ship.
I mean,
alone.
I am their master now, so we'll see.
We'll see means we will leave the ship. Fisher?
I could keep this spell going indefinitely. I could take him with me, raise him, take care of him.
Spider buddies.
Yeah,
Okay.
Probably not.
But we're gonna leave the babies and the spiders alone because they are just baby spiders. They cannot hurt anybody because no one is here that isn't already undead. Anyways, there's a door there. Does it have?
I will check it for traps.
Okay.
6.
Right? Here's another door.
No.
They're my enemy.
I will open the door.
Okay. You open the door, and you see in here that, Fisher, since you are really familiar with boats, you see that this is the galley. And you can see that there's a stove in here, and it's now cluttered with bones in varying array of decay. There's debris in here. There's very badly damaged metal knives. There's cookware hanging from hooks on the ceiling, and you can see them kind of swaying as the boat continues to rock while you're in here. And you can, as soon as you open that door, you are hit with this wave, this choking stench of rotting flesh. And you see that there is a stairway that leads up, and you see that there are tiny spiders all over this room. And as you kind of scan, you also see that in the corner there is a moldy trap door.
Oh. I would like to open the moldy trap door.
You actually get up to it, and you see that there's a bar that has been inserted that's kind of like designed to keep it shut from this side.
Oh no.
Maybe let's not open that.
What do you suppose is in here? I'm gonna press my ear to the door to hear if I can hear anything on the other side and like give it like a little tap tap. Just as. Do I roll perception?
Sure, you can roll perception, but
18.
you don't hear anything in response.
I mean, this could be where the chest is, I guess. But why would you keep a chest out?
Alright, I'll do it. I'm gonna try to open it.
Oh no.
Pull the bar out, get it open.
Okay, so you pull the bar out. You had to pull just a little bit, just because it's old, but it's clearly designed to be used like that.
Right. Open the trapdoor.
Okay, you open the trap door, and immediately you are hit with a smell of decay and rot, both from living creatures, rotting things that were once living, and also the decay and rot of wood. You can smell seawater, and you look down and you see that there's pretty dark, murky seawater that's floating around, and you've discovered where the water has sort of just been sitting in this boat.
I think I found the crew. I think they're dead down here.
Oh.
How far does this water go?
How far does how deep does it look?
Yeah.
You could make I would have you make an intelligence check, actually, based on your knowledge of ships and what cargo holds usually, the height of cargo holds.
Yep, that is, add intelligence to that is a 0, that's a 2.
You're really not sure. You have no idea how deep that water is. You see that this takes you down. There's a ladder that takes you down, for sure.
Hey, Fisher, I need some light, and I'm gonna start climbing down.
I'm gonna follow.
Send in my dancing lights. We don't have to. I mean, the chest probably isn't down there, but I'll send in my globals of dancing light anyway.
See them sort of illuminate the area. Monty, you get down there, and you have one more step before you get into the water. Do you go into the water?
Yep.
Okay. You get down into the water, and you realize that this is only about 3 feet deep right now. You can touch the bottom, you're fine. And you can hear it sloshing. You can see molding crates kind of floating here and there, and you see that there's piles of it's like a cargo hold. There's piles of crates in here everywhere. This is clearly used as storage. And now that you're in there, the smell is just rancid down here.
Are there any liquor crates or anything that has booze in it?
What you can make, if you're gonna start digging through stuff, you can make an investigation check. If you're just gonna sort of see if you can recognize from afar, roll a perception check.
I'm just gonna do a general wade through, just look. I'm not gonna start digging yet.
Sure.
So I'll do perception. 7. Do I have 17 plus nothing? 17.
Okay. As you look through, you see actually right next to you, there's a couple bottles of what appear to be incredibly old whiskey.
Yes.
Nah. Drink it.
That'll do, Monty. That'll do.
It tastes borderline shitty, but it'll do.
Is the only person down here with me Tempest?
I was just gonna ask Tempest, you started to say something. What did you start to say?
Oh, yes. I followed you down. I'm waiting, and I was just gonna ask if Fisher's lights could go underwater.
Dancing lights can go. That's fine.
I was gonna shout out to Fisher. Oh, but Monty, you go first. You wanted to say something.
Can I have my healing potion back?
Of course you can. It's yours.
Thank you.
Always. I got you.
Drink?
Hell yeah! Oh, that tastes like crap. And I'm gonna yell up to Fisher. Hey, Fisher! Can you put one of your lights in the water?
Yes.
Try to look for secret cracks or things where this water may be coming from.
Yeah, I'll plunge them in the water, have them scan around.
Are you moving them around under the water?
Yeah.
All right. So as you do that, you see them kind of like, it's hard to tell because it's pretty murky in here. So the lights only illuminate a little bit, but you see one of the lights sort of move over and actually like bounce off of something. And you see emerging from the water are three gangly, large creatures, tongues lolling out. And I would like Tempest and Monty to roll initiative.
Yikes.
Sounds fair.
Yep.
There we go. That's an initiative roll.
As I see this, can I run down the ladder and help them?
You are you, only if you were actually like leaning down there to see what's happening.
Yeah, I was watching what they were doing from the top of the ladder.
You can go ahead and jump down there and also roll initiative if you would like.
Okay.
Can I roll initiative, but I'll just be delayed a turn because I'm just sitting up there.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. My first turn is basically nothing. It will be, in fact, nothing. No. Okay.
Okay. Sorry, it took me a second. All right, so 20 and up.
20.
What's your dex?
My dexterity, the modifier or just the total?
Either.
The modifier's +2. Total's 14.
15 to 20. 10 to 15.
14.
Okay. Billion, what'd you get?
6.
Respectable. And Fisher, what'd you get?
9.
Okay. You will hop in the round after this one. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So this actually starts with the creature. The creature will take its turn first. I will, for those of you who would like a visual representation of
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
drop
neat.
them in Discord.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
is it
very-
bad?
Are there
Bad.
3 of them?
Oh, Fisher.
No, we better run.
We
Found
climb
you,
up the ladder.
boyfriend.
What the?
All right. While I am doing this, I would like both Monty and Tempest to roll a perception check. All right. So this creature is going to attempt to make its way over and is swiping at you. But at this point, actually, they cannot move fast enough to get to you, and so they haven't gotten quite near you, and that's its turn. So Monty, you are first.
Tempest, get up that ladder and shut the door.
Oh, hell no.
I'm gonna cast a hex on the closest one. Tempest, run!
No!
And that's a bonus action, so I'm also gonna get in its face and hit it with my sword.
Go ahead and do that first.
Okay. Oh, I also have to choose an ability. They have disadvantage on. They have big tongues. They might try to either grapple or poison us. I'm gonna go with. I don't know what the answer is. I'm gonna go with strength. They have disability on strength checks.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack him. Shit, that's a 6. I still have lucky points. I'm gonna re-roll that. That's a 4.
All right. So you realize that this thing, the stench of this, actually throws you a bit off balance, and you are unable to actually get a hit in here. No, we'll wait on that. So, is that your turn?
I think that's my turn. Yep,
Okay.
that's it.
What did you get on your perception roll?
That was not good. It was under 10. I don't remember what it was, but it was under 10.
Okay, so as you're running over there, you're still kind of scanning the room for these boxes. now that you're a little closer, and you still are, you're a little too concerned with what's in front of you, so you haven't really looked anywhere else in this room. You don't quite see much. That takes us to the second creature, who is also now is able to reach you now that you have moved forward, and it is going to attempt to swipe at you with its claws, with an unnatural 30-20 for...
Oh boy.
That is 11 slashing damage.
Okay, it takes 10 points of cold damage.
Okay, but I do need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Shit, it's constant. Oh, that's really good. That's really good. That's a 18.
Okay, so you start to feel something seep through your veins after that this is sliced against you, but you steel yourself for a moment. You let the armor work its magic. You think about the sea. You think about your wife, and you stop. You stir to yourself. That is its turn. Tempest.
Do you want my perception roll?
Yes.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're there. You see these things approaching. You realize that you still haven't completed your mission, and you've made your way through most of the ships. You're scanning the room, and you see at the back in a corner a crate marked with an A.
Fuck!
It's also your turn. What would you like to do?
So have they got Monty in like a grapple?
No, they don't have Monty in a grapple. It's just that there's two of them like on her.
Is there any way, I don't know if we could do this in D&D, yank Monty back with me?
They would get an attack of opportunity if you were to do that.
Okay. I'm gonna shout up to B and Fisher, saying, B, I need you, please! Fisher!
I'm standing right next to you.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were down there. Fisher, we need you too, please! And I'm gonna go to the one that's holding Monty, and I'm also gonna point to Billy and say, B, crate, over there! You grab it and run! And I'm going to cast Burning Hands on the one that's nearest Monty. It's a Dex 13 save.
Can you catch more than one?
There's two of them.
Then both of them?
Okay. What is the DC?
13.
Okay. They both make it.
Oh.
So what does that mean? Half damage?
Half as much damage on a successful save, yeah. So that's 3d6.
Okay.
To do 6, 2, which is 8, and 3, 11.
Okay. All right. That's not right. So you see that one of them, the one that had taken a swipe at Monty, is actually starting to look more dead than it already does. And if that's your turn, that takes us to Billion.
Oh, I have my wild magic table as well.
Yes! Best of luck, everybody!
Yikes.
Magic.
The wild magic surges, all undead and 30 feet are destroyed. Easy money.
Sorted. I forgot what I rolled. Okay.
Yikes.
Okay. Okay. Wind whips around the caster, and I am now invisible.
Holy shit, that's really good.
That's good.
I was worried it was going to be the potted plant one.
Billion, you're up.
Hold on. Did you just say that these were undead?
Yes.
Hold on.
Oh no.
Pop them. Turn them. Flee them.
I thought that I had a spell that was for undead creatures.
Go to your features. It's under your features. It's a cleric thing.
That's what I know. I'm looking for it. I can't find it.
Isn't it like turn undead or something?
Yeah. Channel divinity, turn undead.
Channel divinity.
Yeah.
Well, so I know that for clerics, like, you have to, like, it's real weird, like, you have to click on it, but basically what it is as your action, you'll make them all make a wisdom saving throw, and if they fail, they'll be turned. That's all it is. And if they're turned, it means they have to run away from you, and any damage towards them will break that turn. That's what turning undead is, Billion.
Oh, okay. Thank you for clarifying that.
Absolutely.
Okay. So with that, now knowing that, I'm gonna cast. I'm going to say to Tempest, wait, you're invisible, but you're still with us.
Yes, I've just disappeared.
All right, I'm gonna say to Tempest, there's no way I'm leaving you guys behind. So I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds on the creature that looks in better shape.
Okay.
So 21, unnatural.
Okay, that hits.
All right, so okay. 10 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And then I also need to roll on the magic table.
Oh, God.
You would know as a cleric that necrotic damage it's not going to do anything to something that's undead.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that.
Oh. I should not.
You would know this as a cleric of the grave.
Shoot, I totally forgot about that when I was thinking about the turn undead. So I still have to keep it though, right?
No, you don't. I am telling you that, like, don't cast that. I was just thinking about it. I was like, no, she would know this. You as a player are still getting used to this, but as a cleric, you would absolutely know that.
Okay, I'm changing my mind.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
At a second level.
Sure, go for it.
Okay.
Oh, is that? No, that's you.
So that would be a 9.
A 9 goes wide on these things.
All right. And then magic table. Oh. I think I have a similar one to Tempest. I become invisible for the next minute.
We got stealth.
Okay. That takes us to the other creature, who's also able to make its way up to where Monty is now.
Was that the second round or the third? Was that the end of the first?
We are now reaching the end of the first round. There's 2 more.
Thanks so much.
And then we'll be back at the top of the round.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. All right. This one is going to attempt to bite you.
Yup.
Does a 19 hit?
It certainly does.
Oh, y'all. That is 11 piercing damage.
Okay, it takes 10 points of frost damage.
Okay. The next one is also going to come up to you.
Yep.
This one's gonna miss. It's gonna take a swipe at you, and at this point, you're gonna dodge out of the way.
Does Armor of Agathos work if they miss?
No.
It's hits. Yep. Okay. Yep.
All right. We are back now at the top of the round. Fisher, you will be joining in this round.
Doing more damage, taking damage.
However, it is another creature's turn.
Yep.
And it is there, and it is going to...
Oh, no.
Natural 20.
Okay. It's okay. I hate my job. It's okay. All right.
Natural 20.
It's a natural 20. So that is...
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, she doesn't have that yet. Never mind. Yeah.
That is 30 points of slashing damage.
Right. It was a 19 to hit, or no, it was a 20 to hit. 20 total.
Oh, luck.
It was
It was a natural 20.
Natural 20.
And so it probably has some pluses to that. Yeah, I'm out.
Oh.
Monty goes down.
Do
It takes
Do you have any luck yet?
I have the lucky feat, but I don't think that helps me in this situation.
You can spend a luck point to have them re-roll.
It can affect their rolls?
Yeah, attacks against you, yes.
Or when an attack is made against you. Boom! I still have 2 luck points.
Oh my god!
Praise Matthew!
I did not read the parentheses, y'all.
Wait, what happened? I missed it.
All right.
Oh, I'm lucky.
All right. Okay. Okay. So. Oh my god! I rolled a 1.
Oh, thank God.
All right. So.
Some water comes up, right? Because she's the
ocean saves me.
So, yeah, you see this gas try to take a swipe at you, and you see out of nowhere this miniature wave slap its hand away.
Yes.
Oh, I love my wife.
Which takes us to you, Monty. However, before you do anything, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Yep. I have 1 luck point left, by the way. 14.
Okay. As you are there, you start to feel this stench start to actually work its way into your brain, into your veins, and you start to feel nauseous and sick. And then you shake your head and you hear your wife's voice in your head. What is it that she says to you that kicks this out of your body?
The only thing that can take hold of you like that is me.
Someone clip that. Okay. So you shake it off and you see this disgusting creature in front of you, but you have shaken it off and you feel like that's it. I'm done. I'm taking them out. So now what would you like to do?
Well, I did something really dumb last turn, and I cast Hex and used my last spell. They don't take necrotic damage. That was not great, so I'm just gonna hit them with my sword.
Hey, go for it.
And not gonna get any bonuses. That was not so smart. That's 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright, and I'm gonna do a little booming blade on top of my sword damage.
Go for it.
What do I roll for a sword? 1d6? Yeah. Oh, it's a 6. So 9 points of damage from the sword. And once again, it sort of impales itself in the body and begins to pulse.
Okay. All right. That takes us over to the other creature's turn.
Yep.
It is going to attempt to swipe at you. So there's 4 near you right now.
Warlock tank! Warlock tank!
For the sake of you, I had you stick your sword into the one that had that looked a little bit stronger than the one that's currently in front of you. Would you rather take out the one that looks weaker? Which do you put your sword in?
I'll stab the hard one. If I go down, I go down. I'm just gonna take as much damage as I can.
I want to make sure. All right, so the one that is looking a little bit weaker, who initially went after you the second time, is in front of you right now, and it tries to swipe at you, but you seem to have your wife's presence all around you, and you manage to dodge out of the way just at the last second. Which takes us to Tempest, who's invisible.
I'm trying to figure this out. How many sorcery points do I need to spend to regain a spell slot? Do you know? Is it 1 or 2?
While we're figuring that out, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Excellent.
2 points for a first level slot.
2 points for first level slot. The con save was 15.
Okay. You also start to feel something. This stench sort of like crawls its way down your esophagus and into your chest. You can feel yourself start to feel like it's embedding itself in your body, and the crystal within your chest seems to sort of spread its frozen tentacles, for lack of a better word right now, across your body, and you manage to shake it off.
Hey, it's the first time you've done something useful. Thank you. Position-wise, where are Monty and I?
You are right next to each other.
Okay. Will Monty get hit if I use Thunderwave?
I know. I mean, you'd be able to figure out. It radiates from the front of you, right? Not the side.
Yeah.
You can certainly position yourself. You can move so that you don't hit Monty.
I'm gonna cast Thunderwave at them at first level.
Okay, go for it.
It's a Con 13 save.
Okay, 3 of them do not make it. 1 of them does.
Okay, so that one takes half damage.
Okay.
And yeah, they get pushed. 3 of them get pushed back. And Thunderous Boom. So that's 2d8. Okay. God, math is hard when I'm stressed. 11.
Okay.
Shit.
All right. So you see that the one Monty has a sword embedded in seems to be fine against whatever it is that you are releasing from your body. The other 3 are knocked back. One of them you see falls dead.
So as Tempest does this, she kind of you see this sort of the tendrils and stuff, this storm aura kind of comes around her, and she slams her foot down doing the thunder wave, and with the boom that's there, she was like, if you touch any of them, I will destroy you. I will burn you from the inside.
Alrighty.
My name is Tempest, and I control the storm. I was born in the storm, and I will destroy you.
Oh, if I wasn't married.
Thank you.
Billy's gonna side clap and be so proud of Tempest.
She's trying so hard. Okay. Well, on a bright side, I am now immune to being intoxicated for 5d6 days.
Awesome. And also maybe unfortunate.
Yeah.
So, Fisher, you have now joined the group.
I have joined, and so have my babies. And I'm gonna send my spiders towards the front line.
Okay, all right. There is 3 feet of water in here.
Okay.
So the spiders are swimming. They are doggy paddling their way over.
Well, okay, yeah. They're not tall enough to stand in it because they're giant spiders?
I think that they have to. How tall are giant spiders?
They're
closed stacks.
They're large-sized creatures, which means they take up a 5x5, like a 10-foot square.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, they're
then
massive. Yeah.
They're just wading their way through this.
They're
water.
They're horse-sized.
See, I don't do numbers, y'all. And I just spatially, I need if you tell me it's the size of a horse, that's better than 5 foot. I don't know.
Perfect. Well, yeah, there's the size of horses. I'm gonna go down there, and I see that crate in the back. How tall is it to the ceiling? Is it 15 feet or 10 feet? Is it enough to get over creatures?
I literally just said I don't.
Okay, allow me to ask it this way: is it tall enough to where I can if I could I fly over without provoking? That's what I'm asking.
Oh, absolutely. It's also wide enough that you could go around.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of water to swim through, right?
Correct.
So
what I'm saying, float your way over.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm casting fly on myself using the Cittern, and I'm flying I now have a fly speed of 60 feet, and I'm flying over to the crate.
Okay.
Of course, Fisher can fly.
Yep! I've been waiting on that
Fly
one.
and Philbog.
My Cittern allows me 1/3 level spell, and it's fly.
All right, so you fly over, you make your way over there.
To the crate.
To the crate.
Yeah. I'm gonna lift it when I can, and I'm taking that shit.
So once you get there, once you are up close to it, you realize you cannot lift this by yourself.
I can lift up 420 pounds because I'm a furball.
What? Hold please. What is your what's your strength?
So it's 14, but I count as double for the purposes of lifting and carrying as a furball.
So all right. So you can move it by yourself. However, the mechanical penalty of that is that your speed is reduced by 10.
Okay, understood. Thank you.
So where are we? Okay, we're over here. All right. So okay. Let's have just for the sake of doing this, we're gonna have the giant spiders go next.
Okay.
So would you like to roll for them, or would you
Sure.
like me to?
No, I don't care. I can take it because it's probably easier on you if I just roll.
Sure.
So one of them will go for a bite.
Okay.
And miss terribly. And then the second one will go for a bite. 17 to hit on one of them.
Okay. All right, that hits.
Are they immune to poison?
Yes.
Okay. 4 points of piercing damage.
Okay. That's one. What's your other spider do?
No, they just have the one bite. The one missed and then one hit. So
I see. Gotcha. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So that takes us to Billion. Are you up with the group, or are you staying back near the ladder?
No, I'm up with the group.
Okay, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
That would be a 6.
Okay. All right. So, Billion, you get up there, and this stench hits you. And normally you're quite comfortable with the smell of dead bodies. However, this seems to be different. And you feel it settle into your veins. You feel it settle into your bones. And you begin to feel a little bit sick, and you are now poisoned. So, go ahead and do whatever it is that you're going to do, but you will be rolling at disadvantage.
Okay.
Doing so great.
All right. I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame
Okay, go for it.
as a cantrip.
Oh, wait, yeah, no. I need to make a dex saving throw on that, don't I? Natural 1. I fail.
sorry,
Go
yes,
ahead and roll damage.
Okay. One.
All right. You see that same purple energy sort of swirl around one of them, and you can see that it is looking like it is on its last legs. That takes us to...
Wait, hold on. I gotta do my magic.
Oh, right, yes. Let's add more chaos to this.
Yep, doing great. Summon a whale. It's fine.
2 whales.
That would be great. If I die within the next minute, you immediately come back to life as if reincarnate.
That's
Stop.
Oh shit! As if reincarnated, which means your race will change.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh no.
that's what reincarnate means. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
the race goes on a table.
All right.
Our goal now is to kill Billion.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Tempest,
right.
your wild magic. Take out Billion.
So one of these creatures is going to take another swipe, this time at Billion. However, they are going to miss. Takes us to the next creature. Oh my god, they are... Thank you, dice gods, right now, actually. They are also going to miss. So...
One of these thingies is booming bladed.
Not the two that just went. There are still remaining. Which
I'm not sure which one it is.
Yeah, it's the one that's going right now, because we're back at the top of the round. This is
Cool.
the one
Cool.
who's boomed, and they are going to attempt to swipe, so they're going to take damage.
That is 7 points of thunder damage from my pulsating sword.
That's right. All right. So this one is going to attempt to take another swipe at you. However, Does a 14 miss?
A 14 misses.
Okay, great. Monty, it is now your turn.
So this one has my sword inside of it, and the
Correct.
sword is like vibrating with this like pulsating energy, and I'm just like gonna pull the sword straight up through its chest.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Hey! All right. I can tell you right now, if you want to roll to see how much damage you do, you absolutely can. I can tell you right now, you're going to kill it.
Okay, I'm gonna pull the sword, and it's just gonna slice straight through the middle of this thing, all the way up through its head, and just split its whole torso and head completely in half.
All right. So, as soon as you do that, where am I? As soon as you do that, suddenly the sides of the wall smash. You are all thrown. August box goes flying, and for a moment, you are all in midair. Things seem to slow down just for a moment, and I would like everybody to roll me a d6.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, I don't know what this means. Great. I literally can't assign any value to this number that I just rolled.
We're just gonna go down the order. Monty, what did
1.
you get? Okay. As you are floating mid-air, a memory floats through your brain. What is the moment that you see?
It's the moment when my eyes opened again after everything went dark, and there was a beautiful, in that moment, woman. Strange and terrifying, but beautiful. There's her face. It's the first time I saw my wife.
What is it that she says to you in this moment?
Wake up. I have plans for you.
All right. Fisher.
I got a 5.
Okay. You experience something wash over you as you're being thrown here. And you are full of emotion, and your thoughts drift to people in your life. Who is it that you think of? And what is it that you feel in this moment?
I'm gonna think of my sister, and how much I miss her. And yeah, I'm gonna think about how I wish you were closer.
And what is it that you feel in this moment?
Longing and loneliness.
Tempest, what did you roll?
4.
You can hear this soothing voice start echoing through your head as you start to steel yourself against whatever onslaught is coming. Whose voice is it, and what is it that they say to you to calm you?
I'm gonna hear my dad's voice, and he is gonna say to me the same thing he told me the first time everything went wrong with my magic. And he's gonna say, don't you ever hide what you are. You are beautiful, and you are majestic, and you are the storm. Never forget how powerful and wonderful and brilliant you can be.
Billion, what is it that you rolled?
I rolled the 2.
So, taking a bit of a different turn, as you are turning through the air, you also start to steel yourself against this onslaught, and you try to look to see where this is coming from, and you are able to see more clearly that there is a massive tentacle snaking through the hull of this ship, and you are rapidly assessing the damage. What is it that the tentacle looks like, and how much of the hull has been destroyed?
Oh. So it's gonna look like this like greenish, slimy arm with like I can see hundreds of suction, like the
Suction cups.
suction cups, and as I'm watching it, I just like look with horror as I see like the whole front, like where I am looking, has just been completely destroyed.
Okay. So now, oops, that's not right. Hold, please.
It's really nice anyway.
Yeah, that was good.
However,
Oh no! No! Go back to the other one.
immediately you all land smack against the other side, and you now all can see this massive tentacle snaking as it breaches through this hole. It's grasping at anything that it can reach, and the water is quickly starting to rise, and panic is starting to settle into your bodies. And you see August's box had gone flying, and it fell down, and it happened to fall right near the ladder. However, you now see that these ghasts are trying to get out of here, and you see this tentacle thrashing them around, and all of you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Hey, I'm proficient in these. Bards are proficient in these.
Okay. Why don't we start with Fisher? What did you get?
18.
Okay.
Thank
Billion, what'd you get?
9.
Okay. Tempest, what'd you get?
19.
Monty, what'd you get?
1, but I have a lucky point left.
Okay.
5.
All right.
So
So, Fisher and Tempest, you two managed to avoid the tentacle, and you are now scrambling to get the hell out of here. For mechanical purposes, this floor is now difficult terrain throughout almost the entirety of the ship. And so all movement is going to be challenging, and there will be skill checks as we make our way through these rounds. So there will be rounds that will be treated, they're not like combat, it's sort of like a skill challenge.
Yep.
So, Billion and Monty, both of you, as you are flying through the air, this tentacle slaps both of you. Billion, you are going to take 3 bludgeoning damage. Monty, you're going to take 10.
Okay.
And Monty, when you get hit with this bludgeoning damage, you get thrown, and you are briefly underwater.
Okay.
While
I have mariner's armor. I float straight back to the surface.
For a brief second, you don't. And above you, you can see your wife there. What is it that she says to you?
This is a gift. Grow from this, and then come find me.
All right. Do you say anything back?
I scramble and grab the necklace from the orc.
Okay.
Give that to her. He'd want her to have it back. And then up to the surface.
Okay. She takes it and she disappears back into the water, and you see Monty get back up. So, what is it that you all do? We're gonna start with Monty. What is it that you do?
The crate is still here, right? The crate is not.
There and now like kind of floating next to the ladder, but it is now storming outside. You can feel this boat rocking, and there are thrashing tentacles behind you, and this water is rising. I'm gonna give you all like about 2 or 3 seconds to make a decision about what you
down the potion of water breathing, and I shoot Eldritch Blast through the wall of the ship right by the crate.
Okay, what is your goal in doing this?
I want to get that crate into the water so it's a lot easier to push.
Okay, all right, go ahead and do that.
Okay. blast a hole, drink the potion, and start pushing it out into the water.
Are you rolling?
Do you want me to roll? What do you want me to roll?
I want you to just roll. Treat this as an attack roll.
Okay. I'm all out of luck, so thank God I rolled a 16. Plus anything? Just 16?
No, 16 is fine actually. So you managed to hit it and you push it down so that it's underwater. You wanted it underwater?
Well, so I want to break the hull of the ship so the crate's underwater so that I don't have to deal with the weight of it.
Got it. Okay, I see what you're saying. So you, all right. So you see your Eldritch Blast sort of like hit this, but it doesn't seem to be quite enough force damage to do much of anything to this hole.
Do I have anything left that I can do?
That's it.
Okay.
Unless you want to take some movement.
I start running towards Tempest and like gesturing towards the hole in the wall. Because we can both swim and breathe underwater.
So you make it about, what is your speed?
30 and, 30.
You make it about 15 feet.
Okay.
Fisher, or Tempest, sorry.
Tempest is going to do Firebolt at the hull.
Okay, go for it.
19.
Okay, so you see it hit, and you see that it kind of starts to sizzle a bit, but at this point, everything is wet in here.
Crap. I'm just gonna get as close to the box as I can.
Okay. So you all, I'm assuming your speed is also 30?
Yeah.
Also make it about 15 feet. So that takes us to Fisher.
So I'm flying still. I got a flight speed of 60. I even made a concentration check for all that craziness, and I got above a 10. Okay. So I am still flying. I got a speed of 60. I am flying for the crate. I'm actually pretty strong. I'd like to make this in athletics.
Sure, go for it.
Oh, thank God. 22. No, 22.
All right, and you're trying to pick it up?
Yeah, I'm just lifting it, yeah.
So you are able to lift that up.
Yeah. And then I see that hole is way too dense. It's way too soaked. I'm just taking this thing up the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll say that you make it to the top of the stairs.
Perfect. Sounds great.
Billion.
Oh, kitties.
My cat's distracting me.
Oh, I can't see.
So, Fisher, you're grabbing the...
I've got it, yeah.
You've got it? Okay.
Yeah, y'all focus on getting out.
Alright, who is the furthest away from the ladder?
Alright, you have to make a decision, like, now.
Okay, where is everybody?
You are all sort of at the base of this ladder, and, Fisher's at the top of it.
Okay, so I'm gonna just, grab whoever is next to me and, help push them up.
Okay. You are able to, what's your speed?
Where would that be?
It's gonna be right, on the main part of your sheet at the top.
It should just be 30 feet.
I think it's 30.
Yeah, sorry, 30 feet.
All right.
Yep.
You were able to make it to the ladder, and that's as far as you can get right now.
Okay.
All right, so we are back at the next round. These tentacles are continuing to thrash in here, and you see that now there's multiple tentacles inside of this, and the ship is starting to list about 30 degrees port side. So I need everybody to make a dex saving throw. Monty, what'd you get?
9.
Okay. Monty, as soon as it lists heavily like that, you are knocked prone back into the water.
Okay.
And you start to drift port side away from the ladder. Tempest, what did you get?
13.
Hey, you manage to grab right onto the ladder as it starts to rock, and you are able to hold on and steel yourself against this. Fisher, what'd you got?
15.
Okay, you are flying up at the top there, and things are starting to fly around this room, but you manage to just sort of like float your way around all of them.
Flying is helping me, but only a little bit, because it's a tipsy-turvy.
Yeah, it's not great. And Billion, what did you get?
8.
Okay, so you also are knocked prone. You are now flat, floating in the water and starting to slide away from the ladder. At this point, both Monty and Billion are about 10 feet away from the ladder.
Okay.
So, Monty, what do you do?
Okay, so when Billion described the tentacles coming and smashing the ship at the very beginning, she described it as sort of taking out the front of the ship, and I'm laying in the water. I just want to like let myself go under and use my 30 feet of swim with my mariner's armor to just go out where the ship is broken. No ladder, no climbing up, just into the ocean.
So you can attempt to do that. However, it is a giant creature who is taking up the space where it is starting to...
Yup.
So you're going to need to make a I'm gonna need you to make another dexterity check to see if you can manage to get out of there without getting thrashed by these tentacles, and also to see if you can slide out where they are not occupying space.
Yup.
This is so great.
Uh-oh.
6.
Okay. So as you start to you think about this and you start to swim over there and you realize you don't see an out. You don't see any way that you're going to be able to get out of here. You see that this creature is just reaching for this ship. This ship is going down. All right, so
Okay.
Tempest.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, Tempest.
I forgot to roll on my wild magic table.
Do that. This would be a great time to add anything else.
Yes.
Anything at all. Okay. A portal to the elemental plane of wind opens up and remains for 1d8 rounds. That'll be 6 rounds.
All right, cool. No worries, that's fine.
Okay. Tempest is going to see Monty and Billion get hit. She's going to see Monty swim. She's going to go directly for Billion and grab her, pull her up, and go as far as she can, taking her and Billion with her.
All right, so I need you to make a strength check.
I'm not.
You can do it as acrobatics if you want.
Oh, can I do it as acrobatics?
Parkour.
Accord. 16.
All right. So you managed to get to the top of the ladder.
Oh joy.
Oh wait, no, you went to reach out and grab Billion, right?
Yeah,
Back at the ladder.
that's okay. Got Billion.
Not the ladder, but you have Billion. And that takes us to Fisher.
So, okay, here's what I'd like to do to contribute to the skill challenge. I would like to use persuasion on the spiders to get them to help people up the ladders.
Okay, sure.
So can I use persuasion, or what do you want me to do?
Yeah, roll persuasion if that's not. Yeah, sure.
I feel like that's appropriate. 22 total on the spider.
All right. So you see both of these spiders suddenly like skitter. They're like walking their way over. They're kind of like being thrown around, and they are starting to sort of help provide sort of like an additional. How do you want them to help?
So they have spider climb, which is like they're like adhere to a surface, you know. So like I want them to just kind of play bow and kneel for people to get on them.
Sure, yeah,
Like
yeah,
ride them the hell out of there.
Absolutely right. So they're sort of like looking at you all. If a spider could look like it was anticipating something, that's what they look like.
Yeah.
They're kind of like just sitting there looking at you all. They don't look malicious.
I'm like, get on them, let's get out of here. That's my turn.
Billion. You're now at the base of the ladder with Tempest, and you see these two spiders like
looking for us, right? And spiders can't swim, and Monty is far away.
Monty has been thrown. Monty is probably at this point about 10 to 13 feet away from the ladder.
Okay, I'm gonna look at Tempest and say, Tempest, get on the spider! And then I'm gonna jump and try to find Monty.
Okay.
Shit.
All right.
Do you want me to roll for that? Or
Nope. You
Okay.
can go ahead. So, all right. Hold, please.
Oh no.
All right. So, at this point, if you all do not get out of here this round, you will begin to drown. This water is starting to fill up this whole space. Fisher, you can see that this water is starting to rapidly rise. You can also see now around you, as you look around up there, you see that there are thousands of spiders getting the hell out of here. You see them coming out of places you didn't even know they existed, and they are bouncing. They are trying to get out of here. The three of you down below can see that this has now become a very dangerous situation. Monty, what do you do?
Okay, so I have a potion of water breathing, so I'm not panicking yet. I can breathe underwater. I have my mariner's armor. I'm just gonna, said this was like a skill challenge. Can I use religion, maybe? And just look at the creature that's blocking my path and go, oh, I forgot our anniversary. Fuck.
Are you just saying this in common? Or what is your goal right now?
I'm trying to apologize to my wife.
Got it. Okay. All right. Do you want to use any of your movement, or do you want?
And then I want to try to get out.
Okay. So you are able. So all right. Actually, okay. Instead of, you can use a religion check if you want to. Otherwise, you can use roll for apology. Roll whatever you would like to try to communicate with your wife.
Persuasion. I'm really sorry. I'll make it up to you. I'll find you something shiny. Okay. 19.
In response to that, you feel a wave push you over, and you are able to grab on to the ladder.
Okay, I'm going up.
Okay, you make it to the top of the ladder. Tempest, you're up.
I'm gonna be, like, as soon as Monty's got up the ladder, I'm gonna be like, damn it, why is everybody so noble in this group? I'm gonna go back into the water. Like, you can hear the because I can breathe underwater, but you can hear the bubbles, and in the bubbles you can hear, I could breathe underwater. Why didn't you remember I could breathe underwater? And I'm gonna go grab Billion again.
Okay.
And Billion's not prone this time, so I'm just gonna roll a persuasion check or something to be like,
I don't think you're going to need to roll a persuasion check to get out of here for her.
That's my movement.
Okay, all right. That is your movement. Fisher.
I shout out, I'm like, it's great that y'all can breathe underwater. The Kraken is gonna eat your dumb asses. And I'm gonna fly away with the crate. Get on out of there! And I fly away with the crate, and if any of the spiders want to come with me, they can.
Alright, so you make it about 15 feet, so you are able to get into the room where you met the half-orc.
My speed is 60, so if it's halved, it's 30.
Okay. There is a ladder up out of this room that you're in.
Yeah.
Is that where you're going?
Yes, I'm going straight out. Yeah.
Great.
And
you're able to get to the main deck.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I'm up in the open air now.
Yep.
Okay.
You're up in.
And I got the crate. I win. That's a turn.
Billion.
I'm gonna reach for Tempest and then try to get out.
Okay. So you are. I would like you to roll a dex saving throw right now.
22.
Okay, so you are able to grab onto Tempest, and the two of you are starting to make your way up, and you are able to, between the two of you, are able to get up to the galley. So you're in the galley at this point, and you are starting to see what Fisher had seen before, and there are thousands of spiders making their way up and out of here. All right, this takes us to, all right, Fisher,
Yeah.
now that you are at the top, you are able to see that there are now 4 giant spiders and 2 ettercaps who are up here, and they appear to be frantic.
Yeah.
They look feral. They are panicking. You see that there are spiders crawling everywhere, and you see that they have all started to turn and look at you, and all of them are going to start lunging at you.
Some of them attack my spiders that are with me?
Your spiders
Oh.
are
Behind.
your spiders are behind you. They
Yeah.
are still making their way. They're up in the galley with everybody else.
Yeah.
So, Monty, you're up first.
Okay, am I below Billion and Tempest? Did they pass me, or am I up with them?
You're all kind of up in the galley right now, and this
Okay.
place, like, this thing's going down.
I'm gonna look at Tempest, and I feel like we've just, like, soulmate connection. We get each other at this point. Hook Billion on one side of the arm. We can both swim unadhered because of my armor, and she's a gymnasty. We can both breathe underwater. We're taking Billion, and we're pulling her out.
Okay. All right, so you hook. So you managed to do that, and you are able to get yourself about halfway up the ladder to the top, to the main deck.
Okay.
Tempest.
Gonna do exact same thing.
All right. Fisher.
Well, I got my crate, and I'm not about to get fucking mobbed by these things, so sorry for cussing. I'm gonna fly just 30, well, 60 feet, as it were, straight up and or over towards the Captain Bones.
Okay. Well, maybe you wouldn't. There is a rowboat waiting for you all in the seas. And
Okay.
you told me that you would put your dancing lights up when you were ready to be collected.
Then, yeah, that'll be my movement I'm just getting away from the creatures, and then I'm using, I can't dancing lights. I'll fall. That's my turn.
So, all right. So,
Morgan left with the staff.
yep, great. I wanted to make things real interesting for y'all. So, Billion, your turn. So at this point, you're going to tell me whether or not you went along with what they did or not.
Yeah, definitely. And I was kicking and trying to help them swim along. But yeah.
Okay. All right. So, now, at this point, Fisher, you can see that there is a rowboat who has spotted you floating up in the fucking air, and they are trying to navigate this storm. But you see someone up there like trying to wave you down, no, all you can tell is that they are trying to wave you over to them.
Okay.
Because they are trying to stay away from the giant tentacles that, as you look down, you can see are starting to make their way up onto the main deck.
Yeah, I would head over there when I had the chance.
Okay. Meanwhile, the rest of you can see that this water is now rising even more rapidly, and it is up to your chest while you are on, when you are on this ladder, making your way to the main deck. Monty, what do you do?
Okay, the best way out is to go up, right? There's no, like, exit where we can just swim out.
You gotta go up.
Okay, yeah. Keep using myself and Tempest's unadhered swim speed and whatever movement we've got left to get on out of here. And as I'm doing it, I just want to... You are sleeping on the couch. This is ridiculous. Not my wife.
Tempest, do you go along with that?
Yep.
Okay. Fisher is gone. Billion, do you go along with that?
Absolutely.
All right, so the three of you are able to get to the top deck. You now see that there are several creatures that you had not previously encountered who are also attempting to escape this ship, but they are frantic and they are feral and they are starting to run after you. You see, as soon as you get topside, you not only see that tentacles are wrapping around this ship, You can hear it snapping. You can hear the wood bending and breaking under this. You see that the waves have gotten even more dangerous, and you see that these creatures are like, well, we're going to take you out with us. Fisher, we didn't have your turn previously. What is it that you do this round?
So if my friends are down there, I'm going to drop rope. Just 50 feet of freaking rope to them so they can all start climbing along. I can lift at least 2 of them, the 2 smaller ones.
Not me.
No. Fuck, this is hard. I dropped the rope because otherwise how are they going to get off?
All right, Monty, you're up. What do you do?
There's a rope dangling in front of your face.
Billion is the furbog. Billion's the largest. If I take the rope, I don't think Billion's getting enough on that rope. I'm faster in the water than Billion. I'm gonna look at Tempest and go, it's time to get wet, ladies, and I'm gonna jump over the side of the ship.
It works so well. You 2 can swim and she could I'll just
All right, Monty, you leap off of this and you start swimming. Did you look to see if there was anything in the water to save you, or did you just jump?
I just jumped. I have a swim speed of 30. I can't drown, so I'm just swimming.
All right, so you just leap over the side. You're in there. Tempest, what do you do?
Get up. Look at Billion and say, see you on the ship. I'm gonna run and jump and dive over the side.
Also do the same. Fisher, what are you doing?
I'm leaving the rope there for Billion because there's no other way she's going to get out.
Got it.
So
Billion,
once she grabs on, I'm flying away.
I'm grabbing the rope.
Okay, I would like you to roll a I'm gonna have you roll just a straight strength check for this. Or acrobatics. No, acrobatics or athletics, your choice.
I'll do athletics, so that would be a 23.
Okay, you are able to take this rope, you wrap it around your arm, and you hold on. And you see that just for a brief moment, Fisher kind of like, as he tries to sort of figure out how to hold all of these things, and he starts flying away and just like turning in the air. And you see the rest of you, I would like Tempest and Monty to roll perception checks for me.
Okay. $19.
Okay. Tempest?
16.
Okay. Monty, you are able to see that Fisher is flying through the air, and you see that he is clearly not going directly to the boat. And as you look over, you see that this rowboat is like trying to signal you all to get over there. So you all sort of make your way over to the rowboat. As you look behind you, you see that the ship begins to snap in places. You see that there are spiders, including the spiders that Fisher had befriended, who are looking around for their new master. You see that the ettercaps are running around. They're trying to dive off the side of it and swim in these very incredibly dangerous waters at this point, not only between the storm that is raging above you, but this incredibly large creature who is destroying this boat. You see that it is wrapping all of its tentacles around this boat, breaking it in pieces, and it is starting to just pull it under the water. And the rest of you are able to make it to the rowboat, and you see, for just a brief moment, you get sucked into the undertow of this being pulled down underwater, but you manage to avoid it. And you make your way over to the Nightingale with a bit of a rocky ride, and you are pulled back up on there. You see Captain Bones there shouting orders as they try to get as far away from this sea creature as they possibly can, and try to get as far away from this sinking ship while also handling this storm. And you see Julia there, ready to greet you and help you with whatever you can, an excited look on her face of all of the dangers and adventure that she had missed.
I would like to apologize to everyone for my marital issues, and if anyone has a good recommendation for an apology gift for a slightly evil ocean goddess, please let me know.
So do Billy and I, because I can barely lift any of this, so I'm like, ah! We're like spiraling towards the larger boat, and I'm like, thud on everything as my fly spell gives out. Just like, land, made it.
I'm gonna turn to Monty while all this is happening, and I'm gonna look at her and punch her in the shoulder and say, "What part of I've always got you did you not understand? Never ask me to leave you again."
I was just gonna Misty step up to the next floor.
That would actually been a really good plan, but no, I'm not. I got you.
I'm gonna just grab you and pull you into a hug as you're still talking.
And also, maybe some kind of chocolates or flowers or some sort of ancient trophy would be a good apology gift.
Oh, ancient trophy.
Yeah, I feel like slightly cursed. Maybe ancient trophy would do it.
Will you go with me to find one? Because I do not know where to go to get one of those, but that sounds perfect.
Absolutely. I'm going to yell out to Billion, like, Billion, you want to go get an ancient trophy?
Absolutely.
Fisher, you're also coming.
I would like to retire.
Too bad.
Okay.
And so, you all safely make it back onto the ship, and you set sail back for Saltmarsh with August Box there, held for safekeeping, probably in the captain's quarters, if you all trust that. And you make it back to shore. You arrive back. If we want to roleplay those scenes out, but for the sake of brevity, you are given your reward. He is incredibly pleased to see that you all returned with this. And no one's quite sure if his greed is going to overtake him or if he will actually be able to use his money for good.
Who do we put in a letter about hazard pay? Just there was a lot of hazards, and I feel like compensation may be needed. Look at Fisher. He's so injured.
Just you can see how the danger just weared on him.
Hey.
Yeah.
Just look at him. You can just
Hey. I look just fine.
This close to getting a date, and then tentacles came and ate the ship. Do you even know what he has been through?
I mean, it's not the first time tentacles interrupted a date that I had.
We need to talk. Where was this? None of your stories.
Fisher, I feel like you leave out the best parts.
More money. You can try all you want. And that's that, y'all. You did it.
Yay!
Thank you, everybody, for coming along on this adventure with us for this intense finale that I have been so nervous about because I was afraid y'all were gonna die. Why don't we go around? I would like tell us who you are, where we can find you if you would like. Also, let us know what your any projects that you have going on. I swear to God, if my cat knocks my fan over.
Yeah.
Oh, she's gonna.
Also tell if you would be willing to share what your favorite moment from tonight was and what your favorite moment from the full adventure was. So, why don't we start? We can go in reverse order with Matthew.
I'm Matthew Foreman. I'm at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. I would say that my favorite moment from tonight was definitely the skill challenge at the end. I mean, this was a really great session. First of all, let's just get that out of the way. But the skill challenge was really dope. That was a wonderful way to end it with the Kraken showing up and everything. And I really, really enjoyed that. I actually have not, as a player in D&D, I have not been part of a scene quite like that. Pretty much ever. So that was really cool to be part of, because those are the kind of things I like to do as a DM. So that was really great. And favorite part from the whole journey has been the role play between all the lovely characters and players here. It's just been terrific, and I really enjoyed all the interplays and all the energy. I really like a group that is high energy, so it's been great.
Thank you. Teen.
I'm Teen. Can't find me online yet. A project that I'm working on is coming up. We'll see what happens with it. Is the Femme League that I'm really excited about. But other than that, I just play in person. And my favorite moment from tonight was, I think that like just the end, I was really scared that I was gonna die because I knew I was the only one that couldn't breathe underwater. And then kind of like putting myself into like Billion's head and thinking like what would she have done in that moment was really cool. And then overall, I just liked how much I laughed for each session we had. It was so much fun, and I was really nervous because this was the first one I've ever played in, and you guys were awesome.
Thank you. Val, I was gonna call you Tempest.
I've become one. I'm now a Vampist.
That's right.
Hi, everybody. I'm Val. I'm the Nerdy Niffler on Twitter. And yeah, just echoing what Matthew was saying, this was an awesome session. At the end with the music and everything, it was so atmospheric, and I was genuinely stressing. And it was like a roller coaster. And so thank you so much. That was awesome. My favorite moment was weirdly Monty giving the health potion to the guy, because then it came up with this whole cool dialogue between the two of them, because I really wanted, when Tempest found the health potion, she really wanted Monty to know she had her back and wasn't gonna say anything. So it was really nice that that got to play out. And of the whole campaign, just again, the RP moments between everybody has been amazing. Fisher's lesbian song was a particular highlight.
Awesome. Anders.
I'm Anders. You can find me at Anders_D_K. Future projects Monday. Find me on Dadbod D&D. On Wednesday, you can find me on So Chatty Maddie doing a Dungeon Master conversation. Thursday here, finishing our Cypher System Transhumanist Future campaign. And then Saturday, I'll be taking over Emma's seat. Very, very big shoes to fill, playing the next Salt Marsh campaign, Tamarot's Fate. So same time, same place, different GM. My favorite moment of tonight was Emma's description of the Kraken pulling down the ship at the end, combined with the music. It was cinematic, and it was dramatic, and it was just so well done and so engaging and visceral, and I loved it. And then for the whole campaign, Monty and Tempest's relationship that formed, that was fantastic, and I loved it, and I'm really glad it came to a pretty satisfying conclusion of the two of us swimming into the ocean together and then deciding to continue doing stupid shit together. So yeah,
we've like recruited everybody to keep going with us, including Fisher, who does not want to be there.
Just drag Fisher along with us. We're gonna keep doing crime, Fisher. You gotta come too.
I have a question. Do you think that your wife sent the Kraken after us because she could feel your affections waning?
I think that my wife was incredibly jealous of Tempest and mad that I did not get her anniversary present. So she sent a Kraken to smack me around a little bit. Yeah,
that checks out, actually.
Tempest just making a pin that said, "I annoyed the ocean."
I made the ocean jealous.
Yeah.
Toss.
All right, thank you, everybody. That takes it over to me. My name is Emma. You can find me at MK Hansen on Twitter. I basically live here at Variant Roles, which I'm really grateful about, but I do live here now. So let's see, what day is it? Is it Saturday? Okay, tomorrow you can find Val, Matthew, and I here at 12 noon Eastern for Goth Brunch. And on immediately after that, I am a guest on Old Myths. I will be playing Helya, who is a real weird old lady. Can't wait for that. That's gonna be fun. Monday, you can find me in the Ravnica game at 9 p.m. or 8 p.m. Eastern. I think it's 8 p.m. Eastern. And on Saturday, you can find me on So Chatty. I will be participating in one of the DM conversations as well. I don't remember what time I am at, though. 2:30 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. And there's a lot of really amazing stuff happening over at Variant Roles. Please make sure to check out their Twitter account. Please make sure to subscribe to their Patreon if you want to do that. Oh, Tuesday. Thank you. Tuesday. I knew I was forgetting something. I was like, what am I forgetting? Tuesday, we're back with Dragon Heisters for real this time. It has been several weeks, but we are legitimately back. Please,
Dice Priority.
Chris, please be back. Yep, over on Dice Priority. And that is at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. So I think that's it, unless there's other things that I am probably forgetting. We are going to raid somebody, so we're going to go over and raid Greyhawk, it looks like. So stick around for that. Give them some support and love. Thank you all for coming on this journey with me. Thank you to Dan and Variant Roles for letting me do this. This was so much fun. And I really hope that I get to have this group in the future sometime, and maybe we'll go on another adventure. That would be wonderful. Okay, yeah, thanks. Oh, should I say my moments? I don't know.
Yeah.
What were your favorite moments, Emma?
Okay. I'm sorry. My favorite moment from today was seeing how one of the moments was actually Monty really surprised me that they wanted to help. His name was Krell. It really surprised me that she wanted to help Krell, and that was really interesting. Part of me was really hoping we could have role played that out. I think that would have been really interesting. And the other was just seeing how all of you were like trying to be innovative and figure out how to do this and how to help each other through this. It was really exciting to see that, and just watching you all role play and work together and have fun was a lot of fun for me, to be able to just sit back and watch you all explore this place and go through this adventure together. It was a pleasure to do this for you all, so thank you. That's it.
Thank you
for running this so wonderfully.
Sorry.
Yes? No, what's up?
No, I was waiting for the raid to pop up. Hello? Raid.
Raid time.
So, yeah.
Dance party.
Raid some awesome people.
All right, thank you. Check out Variant Roles. Give Greyhawk your support. See you at Gen Con. Woo!
Tentacles. Kraken tentacles. We didn't die. Yay.
Bye.
Monty had 30 points.